I think we're all set. So cheers, everybody.
Hey!
Cheers.
Cheers.
Get them in there. Yeah. Awesome. What's up, everybody? We're back with more D&D. It's Tales of Sentra. It's episode 41. We're over the hill. Meh. There's only a couple numbers where you can make good jokes, and past 40 is one of them. Just wait till episode 69. That's going to be a good one.
Nice.
Too bad we're not doing
Speaking
episode
of
69
over 40,
on 420. That'd be great.
tomorrow is my 40th day of quarantine. Woohoo!
Oh god.
Is it really?
Yep.
I think so.
Ew.
Yeah, it's because it's been more than a month. Richard, I really thought you were gonna say 40th birthday, and I was like, no, it's not.
Yeah,
not at all.
Why you
Unless you've been lying to me
Are
for.
you sure?
Unless you've been
I have
lying to
no
me
sense of time.
since
I'm
I've
pretty
known
sure
you.
it's my 40th birthday.
What year is it? Yeah, it was Tales of Sentra. We took a week off last week because even in the midst of all this craziness, sometimes you still need a break from things, and that's okay. But we're back, and it feels good to escape into fantasy land sometimes.
Missing that Monday game really just threw off my whole sense of time.
Because it's like our only measure of time
It's
right
right.
now is D&D.
Yeah.
Only
2
real
weeks
time
now.
marker.
We have we operate on the Guy Jaxian calendar here, and
Yeah.
that's it. That's the right founder, right? I'm not mixing up my founders.
You got Guy
Okay.
Gax.
It is Guy Gax, right? Okay, I mixed him up with Dennis.
Actually, you
I
did like Gregorian Gygaxian. I got it.
Yeah. No, well, I mixed him up with Dennis Dyack, who is a video game person. But anyways, all right, cool. I got some music going. I should send this tweet out. Yeah, let's
Oh
just.
no, I totally forgot to change all the restream stuff.
I already changed it.
Oh, okay.
We're all good. But yeah. Before we jump into this episode, let's talk about what happened 2 weeks ago. And if people need some reminders, I'm happy to give them. But who wants to?
You went to do a cave,
talk about
right?
stuff? You did go into a cave.
Yes.
Yeah, there were fishies.
Forgot we have
and,
nicknames for everybody now.
Like,
Oh, we nearly got TPK,
Dream Night of
but got
Magic.
saved by
Yeah.
an NPC.
I literally wrote new night / goddamn that was rough.
yeah, we should have gotten.
That's
murdered
literally
there.
all I wrote for that episode.
The circus hand crazy Joker face guy.
He was the old ringmaster. Thank you very
Yeah,
much.
the
Put
Mad
some
Hatter.
respect on his name.
Fester Royale.
Fester Royale.
He saved us.
He came in and saved us at the most
The 11th hour.
eagle-tastic time.
Which I feel like only 2 people did actual damage in that entire fucking fight, and I could.
Most of you spent most of the
firmly
fights.
say none of it was me.
Yeah, most of you were stunned the whole time. You kind of got like, I feel like, you know how like in some, like you play a video game and the first time you die, like, someone will show up and be like, it's not your time, but next time you will actually die. Like, I feel like you got that, basically.
Yeah.
It was rough.
That's how we started.
So we limped out of that battle, and then we decommissioned the
Rotor
lighthouse,
Yeah.
and then we came back, and we went to Bronze Old Bar, which is back under other management by an absolute unit of a person.
Yes.
I can't remember his
He's
name.
most
His name
lovely.
is Vernon Tav.
Yes.
This
Oh my
gentleman.
god, the photo. I saw it when it was really tiny, and I'm like, wait.
It's
That's
me.
another
Oh,
unit.
there he
Yeah,
is.
he's a halfling.
Looks like he should be
I
a
finally-
mayor in a Street Fighter game.
I finally got the
Oops.
name, or I finally got the pun to his name, and I feel stupid for it taking that long.
His name's just
AI.
Tavern.
Yeah, his name's just Tavern.
His name's just Tavern rearranged.
I
Yeah.
didn't get it. And
It's
then
okay, Richard. Do you remember how many days it took us to get AI? Angel. and
Yeah.
I think
Oh, yeah.
Richard even got that.
Literally so many.
I didn't even intend for that to be a thing.
I'm just a genius. No,
But that literally is our
Big deal.
life needs things to live of our games.
AI.
Angel investor AI, right? Yep. That's it. That was the whole time.
Nailed it.
And then I think we went back to Octon,
Yes.
And
So you got a couple fun things on the way back from the lighthouse.
yes,
Braun and Lancer and you guys collectively also got something as well.
I mean, the new favorite bard. The new favorite bard got something fancy. It's fine.
I believe Lancer got a special ability, a feat.
Yeah.
He did.
A bard feat.
The
Like a
thing that
rally?
Fester, yeah, the thing that Fester used to save you guys, Lancer got an equivalent feat, which is totally not a battle master maneuver with some slight reflavoring.
Yo, you can't just like hand those out. That's my thing.
I'm pretty sure that I'm pretty sure that Charlie also gave him the eye, so that way he would never be in darkness again.
We also proposed to him, so we have all of the Rivera rings dished out.
Speaking of never being in darkness, Braun got himself something.
The scale of Nair, which lets him see in the dark.
I just
And feel your
realized.
legs.
I just realized that when you said it out loud. The shaving cream thing or the whatever it is.
Hair removal.
I didn't think about it until just now.
Yeah.
Oh, it's totally whatever.
This could have been worse. You could have named someone Pervon. And then Braun asked Val to send a message to a former rival,
Foil?
acquaintance. Yeah, that's a good word.
Foil.
Frenemy, a cleric of Torm, requesting his aid in learning how to walk the way of we don't know yet. Some kind of
Magic
purveyor
user.
of divine magic user. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And he's going to meet him in Octon. And then we got back, and then I think we're like, all right, everybody, let's just chill out here for a couple days. Don't do anything crazy. Let's just mellow out and kind of recollect. And then Val went and broke into a house.
Yeah, Sid, you wanna take the baton there?
So, you know, the like old employer was like, "Oh, hey, you know, there's totally this dagger that is totally in the house of like the people that kind of destroyed your life, and it'd be wicked sick if you went and got it." And I was like, "Sure." And like off screen, Tony was like, "Who would you take?" And I was like, "I don't know." And then he was like, "Oh, hey, you're in game, and Vander's totally here." And I was like, "Fuck yes, my homie." So I picked none of the active PCs to come with me.
Dick.
What, right? It was a pretty dick move. And we went and freaking broke into the Anders house to steal Endgame,
You
a
did.
pretty bitchin' dagger,
There
and
it
everything
is.
was great
There's
and amazing
Endgame. Poisons people and cool stuff like that.
until we left the house, or
Did
like
you
until
pull it up? I don't see it.
I pulled it up
Oh, I
for
can see it.
stream. It should be in
it's in notes.
yeah, it's in let me put it in everyone's notes actually. But, okay, it's in
we're on
everyone's
our way
notes now.
out, and Val was like, "Yeah, let me totally see this friggin' fraggin' dagger." And suddenly they weren't like where they were anymore.
Yeah,
Bunch of doodles were there.
yeah. When
like,
you looked
bop.
up from the dagger and you found yourself kind of in some weird woods, and standing around you this is right where we left off was was these sort of weird like caricature versions of the party all standing around you, and that's where we will pick up.
So I have a very serious question. Are they like 2D like fucking Doodle Bob, or are they like actual
No, they're actually there with
dimensional
you.
creatures?
They're
Okay,
there
but
with you. They
just
just look like this now.
That is
Oh, by the way, I
horrifying.
posted music that is what starts playing when she starts seeing us.
Okay.
Oh,
I know
perfect.
this.
Oh, perfect. Okay.
Yes.
So, Sid, you look over and
Ah,
perfect.
okay. All right. Neato cool.
Ryan, this is an inspired choice.
It's a very good choice.
Val, have you broken the law? I like the law. Do not break the law. I love the law. The law and I are in love.
Justice.
I'm going to slowly.
I am a
kneel
child, and you will be afraid of everything I say.
down, slowly, like crouch and put the dagger down. Anything change? Am I
Nope,
still here?
You're still standing in this weird forest,
Oh,
and this is
oh,
definitely the
no.
music that's playing. It's not just in your head.
Oh
This is
my
for some reason playing.
Bron's gonna pull out a big book that says "the rules," and he's gonna flip over to like page 97. It's like, see, look right here. This is illegal. And it says no. It's like, this is my favorite of all the laws. I obey
this
it
is
every
a
single day.
Number
I
of
love this
days
law.
since our
And-
last nonsense.
Just for purposes of your tokens here, consider yourselves full rested right now.
Okay.
So everyone's in favor of just being parodies of ourselves.
Absolutely.
Oh,
and
yeah.
and yes, new decision. This music is now diegetically playing. Like this is absolutely audible in the woods now, where you are.
Fantastic.
I hate it.
It's
Alright,
better
now
than what
you
I
seem
wrote, so we're
distressed.
going with it.
I'm going to.
Now you seem in distress. You want me to use fireball?
No, not as I hold that.
Kill everything! Yeehaw!
Wow, I hate this. I mean, I love
I'm a
it.
shadow. I'm
But
a
I
shadow.
like-
You are
I-
the toddler.
Ah, okay, great. How about everybody just sit tight really, really quickly, and I'm gonna grab
Edgy.
the dagger again and like
How do
hope
I
it
sit?
does something.
I have 4 legs.
And when it does, if it doesn't, I'm just gonna I'm gonna find a rock,
I
and
don't
I'm
say
just
it,
gonna
I
like
wait.
bang, bang, like take me home.
I like
Okay.
to think that when,
So-
when Braun speaks, you know, like Mayor from Powerpuff Girls, like he didn't have
The
a mouth,
mustache?
he just had a mustache.
Oh yeah.
A mustache just kind of moved to simulate like when he's speaking.
What movie is it? Real quick. What movie is it when it's like it's this guy character, but it's just eyebrows, and somebody mentions that he doesn't have eyes, and they lift slowly to reveal.
Brock?
No, it's
I feel
Yes.
like Brock in Pokemon does that. Yeah.
he does, but there's something else. I'm gonna have to find it. But
Well,
yeah,
we got
so,
10 hours of dog songs, so you take your time.
Go fuck, it's 10 hours.
What the fuck is Dog Song? Where do you find this?
It's from Undertale.
Undertale.
I remembered the feeling of it, and I'm like, this feels like
This is
the
so
right time.
perfect.
Hey, friends. Do you know where we are by chance?
We are in a place waiting for justice.
We are right here. What are you talking about?
Mm.
What a nonsensical question.
Okay, I'm also gonna say,
Or is it
um,
Val? I don't know, just
the 4 of you, the non-Val, you guys don't actually hear this music. Only Val hears it.
which makes it even better if Charlie's bebopping to it.
Yeah,
And he just
Charlie's dancing to music he can't actually hear. Just Charlie being a kid.
okay.
Don't worry,
Um,
Val. As long as we do it together, nothing can go wrong.
I am going to go this way now. Oh my gosh. just go walk. Just gonna-
Okay.
No, I don't, because if I can see something.
I pop up behind your shoulder. What are you looking for?
Hmm. Out? I want out. I want off the ride. I really want off the ride.
You're acting weird.
Roll me a perception check, Sid.
God. What is my perception? It's been forever.
While she's not looking, I go invisible.
Okay.
Fuck you.
I also go invisible.
Ah!
Can you do that?
I
Um,
can't attempt to hide even when only obscured by foliage, heavy rain, falling
Nice.
snow, mist, or other
I
natural
like that
phenomena.
right now Hazard is giving like Braun a side eye.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Braun is glaring at me.
Oh, I found it. Okay, sorry, but 19.
Okay. Oh, you found what you were talking about?
Yes, I did.
What is it? What's the movie?
It's cloudy with a chance of meatballs, or rainy with a chance of meatballs.
Oh, okay. I didn't see either of those. I heard they were
Cloudy.
good though.
Hold on, I'm trying to get it. There it is. There's my man. Hey.
So let's check this out for the stream. Oh, that's funny.
That's it.
It's upsetting, but
What I
it's
was
funny.
imagining.
Okay, so As Val steps, we'll just go, the cardinal directions are the way they are on the map. So as you took a few steps west there, you did notice the music got like a decibel or two louder, as if you were getting closer to it.
Oh, good, because I want to find the source and cast silence on it, so I never have to hear it again. Do any of you know which way is what? Can you help me at all?
That is the direction. Does that answer your question?
Alright, I'm gonna go just, walk straight towards this thing over here that might kill me, so...
Wait, directions to what? She did not specify.
I'm walking this way.
Oh,
Fuck, there's two!
So as you get closer, what you're looking at, I'll just make drop another one here and make it bigger.
Oh god.
So you're looking at kind of just like a figure of a woman just kind of like made out of leaves, just kind of floating there, staring at you.
Pardon me, ma'am.
Oh, could you actually... Did that show up okay with the dynamic lighting?
I
was trying to show you?
Of it.
Okay.
Yeah, we can see about half of it.
Okay.
Hazard, everywhere he goes, he's just ziplining there. Like, even when it's just right there, 10 feet away, it's...
Does he, grappling hook a Diet Coke and bring it into his hand? And...
Oh, yeah, everything. Everything he's using his grappling hook for, and is hiding behind trees.
So they're just kind of standing there
Charlie's always
silently
close by, but
watching you.
Invisible.
Pardon me, ladies. Can I please get your assistance? Please. Oh gosh.
Grip it and rip it!
They stare at you and their expression doesn't really change. I love this music so much.
Hazard ziplines into high up into a tree nearby with a good vantage point
should we kill them? I feel like we should kill them.
and draws his bow.
I really want you to find the source of the music and kill it, because it is really kind of giving me that anxiety, you know?
Are you saying this out loud to people?
Yes.
Fireball!
Oh no!
Okay.
Where?
Is that an AoE or
I
a
don't
save?
know. I don't know if I'm actually supposed to be playing up that much of a parody of Charlie
You
or
play
not.
up whatever you want to play up. Is that an AoE or is it an attack roll?
If it's an AoE, it's a dex save.
Okay.
Is he going to blow us up?
1 second here.
Where did you put it?
I'm assuming you just
imagine
aimed it at the two dryads. Or whatever they are. But what's Charlie's save?
Ideally, not close enough that it would be it.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm
would
still
accept.
not exactly sure if this version of Charlie would do it or not, but if they
Roll
were
a
far
D4,
enough that it wouldn't hurt Val, then maybe the parody Charlie would do it.
Yeah, no, you could definitely throw it in such a way that it hits them, but not Val.
She was expressing concern, so I think he's just like, "This is how I solve things."
Yeah.
Invisibility and fire.
Yeah, I guess his invisibility goes away.
What is your save?
That's a good question. I think it's 17.
Okay, so that's one save, the other fails.
Okay.
I'm
think it's
so concerned with what's
8d6.
going on right now.
Let me just make sure. Yes, 8d6. Okay.
It's okay. I'm sure none of this will have real life
Consequences? No, not at all.
You actually, in reality, you just set Van on fire or something?
Oh shit!
I'm just setting a whole village on fire. No big deal.
Okay.
Wait, we're not the ones on drugs. She is.
I didn't
Yeah,
take
I
any
think.
Oh,
Anyways,
One sec.
Anyways.
that's 27.
Okay, so the top one here gets like super on fire and is just like just like lets out a horrifying noise.
Oh my god.
And now there's only just like a couple leaves left still floating. This one down here
I
is
helped,
like
Val.
this one down here, like basically from the waist down, is completely burnt away.
I'll loose an arrow at, well, I guess 2 arrows at the ones that are the one that's not totally fucked. Yeah.
Okay.
So, fireball gets launched from invisible source, and little adorable geckos is there. And Val
Yeah,
just kind
he
of
just
stares
pops it
like,
right
this
next to
is
you.
fine. And then arrows let loose, and it's just...
Yep.
Okay. Lancer spikes 2 arrows, or not Lancer. Hazard spikes 2 arrows in the one that's not as burned. So now it's got 2 arrows like thunk thunk in its upper top, and it's just kind of like, oh.
I think with everyone else fighting, Lancer's also gonna go and run in.
Okay. Which one did you aim at? Oh, I guess it doesn't matter if you're aiming at both. And both just
well,
like.
the one that's are they
Damn.
both? Still
Oh, it
alive?
doesn't matter. They're both decimated now.
Oh, okay. He cuts
Lance-
off their heads because that's the only thing he does.
Which
cut off
both
heads.
like burst into like it's as if you were to jump into a pile of leaves, just. Poof. And now where there were 2 dryads, now there's just a bunch of burnt leaves.
We did it!
Good work, everyone.
The
We
2
stopped
dryads-
those 2 loitering. I approve of this for some reason.
That was really good. That was such a good job. I got okay. They could have maybe helped me out here. Okay, oh no.
Hazard
Just-
lands on the ground in an exaggerated hero pose, and then like spins around into a combat pose, and then gives you guys a thumbs up. What's next?
I round that corner and I start to gesture that it should leave.
And then I Naruto run where you point.
Have you seen that Twitter or like that Tumblr that's like squirrels that look like they're landing in superhero poses?
It's very good.
Yes.
Gosh, this music is so
I'm-
perfect for this.
I am seeing that dryad and I'm like, you need to go. You need to go.
Ah, I see.
I
It is
will
now
help.
my turn. I've got this one. And Braun's gonna pull out his glaive, which says on the side, metaphor for keeping people at a distance, and start chopping away at the dryads. Have at thee!
They haven't been even remotely aggressive.
None of them have.
Only you can stop forest fires.
Those are both hits. Whatever you're
Great.
aiming for, it hits. Oh, nice, Sid. Is that what Val is doing? That emoticon?
Bro, no.
I'd like to reroll the 1.
No, you don't.
Much better.
Oh god.
Alright, so add 6 to that. So 30.
Yeah, it's now just, that's a wispy pile of leaves now.
Well done. I did good job.
You did. This is why you are Team Dad.
I'm gonna
And
follow
then-
the music.
And
I'm
then
gonna...
Braun reaches into his pocket and pulls out a steak of bacon, and he just starts.
Oh, just like a slab of like
Yeah.
freaking bacon stomach or pig stomach or something.
But like your mustache wraps around it and like grinds around all
Right,
that.
right, right.
My God.
Oh, that's
Just
right.
kind of moves it towards the mustache, and it just like a wood chipper.
Tony, what direction is the music coming from? Because I'm going towards that now. Because
Uh,
this is awful.
Roll for me. Roll
Oh,
another
jeez.
perception.
Perception?
I guess technically investigation, but
You cut out for me. What was that?
I said, I guess it would technically be investigate. Well, no, it's perception. It's perception. It's based on his sense.
Listening to something.
Yeah.
Well, either way, it would only be +1 more if I did investigation. Yeah, boy.
Yeah, it's still west from where you're headed.
Okay, we can we? Hey, new team. Like, hey, how about we don't kill everything on sight? What if we found the source of the music and we didn't fight anything until it was aggressive to us first?
And then we kill it, right?
What music?
Only if it's you don't hear the music.
There is no music. It is past 10 p.m. It's strictly illegal.
I just
Okay.
realized I had the wrong stream layout up. Like, remember how I just said Discord rearranged all of us? I totally had the wrong arrangement up on stream until just now. Oops.
Whoa.
Oh well.
Okay. How about
Ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba.
we stay with that plan though? That plan of I follow the music that you can't hear, which is very concerning. But we don't show aggression to anything that is not aggressive to us.
I think you're high. You need to lay
See,
down
there-
in there.
I haven't taken anything.
Instead, you'll see that sort of right here to the north. It's
Yeah.
almost like that's kind of like almost like edge of the world style, like waterfall falling off into like a boundary. And then here is these dryads are standing like they're like in some woods, but then behind them is like a big like stone wall.
Video game logic says there's something to do with the wall. So we have to turn and say very gently, pardon me, ladies. Please don't try to, take revenge for your fallen cohort. And I'm gonna...
Yes. I look at you and I say, I am sorry that your friend fell so easily to my glaive. Goodbye.
What? You don't say that to people. Okay.
I'm sorry,
Where-
you broke out for a sec.
Here, I would like to pass the ladies to get to the wall.
They're kind of just like staring. They just still floating and staring at you.
The leaf ladies are in the way. I'll chop them down. Snick! And I pull out my
Hi.
two swords.
No, wait. Can I use speak to plants?
With your special fiddle.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
I would like to
I think
try
this is
to
the
use
first
that
time
to
you've
speak
actually
with
used
the
that.
dryad. I used it in the haunted house to speak to some cabbage that
Oh
wanted
right,
to be
the
in a
cabbage.
canoe.
The cabbage
Yeah.
will talk to you. Forgot about that.
So I'd like to cast that.
Only used on holiday episodes.
Yeah. very
They
special
all-
episode.
Yo, we can speak. You know what plant we can speak to today?
Oh,
This plant's speaking to me. You know what I'm saying?
arugula. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that broccoli Rob,
Yeah.
the best of all men named Rob. Anyways,
Fucking Stephen Colbert. After casting it, I'm gonna try again. Pardon me. Can you understand me, please?
and they look at you, and it's a very like switching, like windy sound. If you ask them to move, and they'll just say, "If you wish," and they will step aside.
Oh, wait. Hey, no. Do you know where I am? Can you tell me how to get out of here?
It is not our place. This is not our place.
You can't tell me how to turn off the music, can you?
It is not our music.
Son of a bitch. Alright. Is there anything weird about the wall?
You can roll an investigation.
Yeah.
The music just like there's like a loop in the music, and it dropped right as soon as you just went, "Yeah." You like punctuated the beat.
Very good. Hazard is
Oh,
just behind you,
perfect.
like, doing a
Val has
Fighting
never
kung fu
been
moves.
more sure of anything in her life that is a normal freaking brick wall. Not brick, stone. Sorry, stone. Very ordinary slab of stone wall.
What
Very
were you
s-
all over here guarding if there was nothing behind you?
No one said we were guarding.
So you're just standing here?
Yes.
Val's gonna feel a little tug on the back of her leg.
Yes, hello.
Looking over, Charlie's gonna look up just like in this photo. Yeah. Hi.
Are you like salamander size? Because that'd be really funny. You're like tiny.
I imagine he's like house pet, like cat or dog size.
salamander shaped, but like a large.
Yeah,
Yes.
but larger.
Yeah. large dog.
Hello, Charlie. How are you doing today?
Good.
Oh, that's so good. I'm so happy for you.
Hazard is over there like shadow boxing and like
There we go.
fighting nothing. Yeah.
Now Charlie's token is to size.
Nice. There
I
we
like
go.
that the bars change size too. That's funny.
Yep.
I feel like Lancer's grazing on the grass.
So Val,
and
what
with
you're
a
saying
human
is we need to
face,
break
that's
through
Oh,
this
absolutely.
wall.
haunting.
Like every time you look
Just
at Lancer,
where-
his head comes up from grazing. Just
Also, like, I love that, like, Lancer in, you know, the real world has, like, beautiful, like, Jason Momoa locks, but this one is, like, bald, or balding.
This guy's like a freaking Trinity killer from Dexter. What the
Yeah.
fuck is
Oh,
that
John
guy's
Oh,
Lithgow.
yeah.
Lithgow.
Jonathan. Yeah, John Lithgow. Yeah.
I think
I
this
mean,
thing
if
where,
you
like,
wa-
because Val was jealous, like, now in her mind, Lancer doesn't have that beautiful hair, so at least she can
Right.
have something, like,
I mean,
on him.
obviously.
Braun, did you say to
Ah.
bash down that wall? I'm on it. And Hazard just runs over and does like a flying drop kick into the stone slab.
Okay.
I guess I'll roll athletics on that.
I mean, if it's technically just an unarmed attack.
Can do.
Well, I mean, you hit the wall and then you kind of just fall on your butt. Like, it makes no difference to a giant slab wall.
And I zip line to like stand up.
Okay, I was hoping that would actually work.
I kicked it
Well, no.
hard.
Okay, maybe we go the other way. Huh? What if we go the other way, everybody? Is that a good idea? Let's try the other direction.
Wait
Wait.
a minute. You're not the team leader. I am the team leader.
You're
And I
the
decide
He's the team leader. We follow.
we go the other way. We go the other way.
Okay.
We're doing it because I decided it.
As I turn to leave, I turn to look at the dryads one more time and just be like, "Are you sure?"
And they kind of reset their positions. And just, we are positive.
Oh, fuck you!
This music is so perfect.
as you turn around from the dryads to start walking away, Lancer pulls his head up again from grazing, looks her dead in the eye, and says, "I'm better than you."
Whoa! And Charlie just climbs on his back.
Val doesn't know how to handle this. Cindy doesn't know how to handle this, and the music is kind of getting to me.
It warms up. You warm up to it. Comes back around.
Hazard just pats you on the back, and then without breaking eye contact, zip lines away.
Val,
Can-
as you
real talk.
start
So
to
the kid in Deadpool 2, when he's like going like
oh,
I
Fire
don't know,
Fist.
deep, yeah, he like does the mime thing where he grabs the rope and he just slides away. That's what I'm imagining.
That's
By the way, I
amazing.
met that kid one year at Sundance. Super nice kid.
That's what I heard.
Val, as you start to retrace your steps and you look to where those dryads were, they're now like fully reset in their standing up position, and the fire that was there is completely gone.
Hello, ladies. Ron, can we try Ron over here?
Speak with Plants is probably still active, so you'll just hear back, "Hello."
I assume that you're gonna be no help too, huh? Yeah.
I suppose not.
Yeah, we go this way.
Want me to do fireball again? Level 5 this time?
Hazard draws his swords.
No, you know what? Save it. Save it. I feel like I'm going to get really irritated here soon, and we'll just burn the whole place down, and we'll be fine.
Okay. Level 10 it is.
What?
I would
Permit
know
for
how
that
to
spell.
deal with this.
I'm loving this little Charlie token. It's so perfect.
It's so happy.
I know.
That's why I picked it. I was like, just happy little boy dragon.
Man, I don't even remember
Gecko.
what my there we go. I was gonna say I don't even remember what my dynamic lighting looks like on this map. Because
Oh, look,
I
there's
made this
more-
map back when like
Useless.
Van got this assignment. Back in like season 1.
Useless.
So I've had it for
Oh,
a
wow.
long time.
What's up,
It's
let's spend
been
here. Ah!
narratively it's changed now, but Val, the music
So-
is getting louder and louder.
Oh, thank God. So initially she started off as kind of timidly like
Okay.
tracking after Braun, and then it's kind of like a shouldering past,
Okay.
like no move. It's getting
Directly,
louder.
Val, 2 squares here is the slab, so
The slab,
the same slab wall. Yep.
stupid wall. Oh. Yep.
Okay, so you come around the corner, and I'll let everybody get over there so they all get a view.
All right, I am here, so now we can progress what is happening.
So you come around the corner of Val, and you see standing in the middle of this sort of like just kind of empty stone structure is another friend of yours who just looks up. Oh, Valison, my friend, it's so good to see you.
That's not what he sounds like.
It is. That's what he sounds like
Sounds
here.
like to her.
Ah!
Vendor Warren, did you do this to me?
Maybe.
Because if you did it, I'll never steal anything ever again.
Never.
So,
I like how his pupils just like drooling out of his eyeball.
Oh my god.
We're
How do
getting
I-
into Picasso territory.
how do I want to go home? No, those are not words that make sense. How do I go home? I want to leave.
He kind of like steps up from the like little like whatever he's sitting on, and just like, well, you got yourself a brand new dagger. Maybe you ought to and he'll draw his own 2 knives, test it out.
On myself?
Whoa!
No, darling, I drew 2 knives so that we could battle.
CW.
I just know the.
Recording.
Just.
Keep it light.
I
keep it
just
friendly.
want to get out of here because the music is okay.
What music?
That's what
He
I
says
said.
that, and the music is very clearly centered right inside of this structure.
Okay, sure. Sure. We can do that. I guess. I want to go home.
Maybe a second drink.
Excellent.
Hey, Charlie. Hey, Charlie.
Yeah?
If he starts to win, do you want to have that fireball prepared?
Fireball!
Oh, there's no need to gossip amongst yourselves. You can all face me at once. I welcome the challenge.
I thought you were
Fireball!
Oh no, I thought you were my friend. Okay,
I am. I'm closer than you'll ever know.
You're under arrest for not surrendering right away.
yeah.
Can
Prepare
I
to be.
say that my
killing
guy is a
myself.
fire salamander?
A
Yeah.
fire salamander.
It's a real species.
I know it is, but it's
Oh my
funny.
God.
Okay. I'm gonna. What?
Thought we were doing initiative. Did I
Oh, okay.
just read that?
Are we initiative?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are we not, or no?
Let's fight the guy.
Do you want the first move, Val? Do you want the surprise attack?
I don't think it's a surprise because he knows I'm going to be doing it.
It's your acid trip. You can do whatever you want.
But I mean, yeah, I mean, I got a 21, so
Hold on, where are you in this token stack?
Okay.
There you are.
Two weapon fighting. How the fuck does that work?
Your primary
Like,
is your primary is your normal roll. Your offhand attack is no attack mod. You still get it's a 20 plus proficiency, but not your attack mod. So whether that's dex in your case.
Okay.
So it'll do the same damage, but it's oh no, it won't do the same damage. It lessens your chance to hit and the damage it would then do, because your attack mod is not involved.
Oh, but that's a +1. Sick. Okay.
That's if you that's if you are dual wielding. Anyone can dual wield. 2-weapon
Yeah,
fighting. Is 2-weapon fighting they don't have to be light, or is that the other one? Because there's
I
two
think 2-weapon
variations.
fighting you have to be. Because I mean, Val has 2-weapon fighting.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
Like the feat?
It's for bonus actions. Like it's that secondary like let me bonus action.
Well,
hit
there's-
you with this offhand
So
attack.
there's two
Oh,
things.
Dual wielder.
There's dual wielder, which is a feat which lets you swing both normally, so you get your mods for both.
Right. So I just have
2-weapon
one-
fighting is when they don't have to be light.
Yeah.
Anybody can bonus action with their offhand, but
Yes.
you need the other stuff for other things.
Okay. Well,
Generic fights.
hey, not Vander, who is totally not my friend because my friend wouldn't put me in this really weird situation.
That is fair.
Am I allowed to just like? Are we just allowed to do like crazy fight, like just Fight Club shit, or like, what are we doing?
Open season, darling. Let's have a ball.
Okay, I cast Shadow Blade, and then I get Endgame in my second hand.
Okay.
Oh shit.
1 second. Let me get everybody. Turn order 2, 3, 4, 5. Who am I missing? I'm missing Hazard.
Oh, I got
Oh, I'm sorry.
Shit.
Yeah, give me an initiative. Oops.
Alright, that's +3. Oops. 7.
Okay. All right, that's gonna put you last. Bum, bum, bum. All right. So Val, you're up first, and let me get this other music going that Ryan grabbed. And I'm sorry. Tell me again what you're doing, because I missed while I was clicking things.
So let me make sure.
Another good choice, Ryan.
Yeah,
Which
if you want to do
makes
Shadow
sense.
Blade and stab him, that's
Yeah, I just
totally
want to make
legal.
sure what if Shadow Blade is bonus. So
yeah, you're good.
because I put endgame in my offhand, I'm attacking with Shadow Blade first. So I'm going to move forward and be like, you are like the worst. You are not the real Vander Warren, because he is so much better than you. And I am going to attack with this thing. Holy shit. Sorry. It is. Okay. So attack. Bing bong. 14.
Unfortunately, you miss. Vander very nimbly sidesteps.
Balls. Mega balls. I think that's all it does then. Because it doesn't hit. It's got to hit for it to do anything. And that was my bonus and my action and my movement. So there I am, just reading everything. Just standing there.
And he looks at you just, oh, you're going to have to do better than that, darling. And he's going to, like, swipe his knives all at you.
Oh, God, I'm going to die here.
And we've got a 19, an 18, and a dirty 20.
Yes, yes, yes.
Okay. So it's 2 swipes. So, actually, roll me a perception real quick. Okay, so
Where was that? It's fine.
So it's 2 swipes as these knives hit you, and then as you look down as he's cutting you, you kind of see this like almost third arm, like kind of like swing from like his midsection, just like a third hand also swipe a knife at you for just a brief moment.
Okay.
But okay, so those are all going to hit you. Oh boy, this is gonna hurt. So it's 32 slashing as you are cut up.
Sure.
And
Sure.
you also feel that these blades have also maybe been laced with something, and you're also going to take 17 poison.
Oh, wait, guess what, guys?
Bye, Val.
Almost.
All right, Lancer's up.
God.
Wow, that's a great gif. Pull that up real quick. Yep, that's basically that's kind of the attack that happens.
Okay.
You know, some
Well-
stagehand had to like some PA
Someone was under the
had to
desk,
wait
yeah.
under the desk to do that.
And touch Colbert's face, which is funny considering now.
Yep.
So Lance is gonna move here first, and then he can get a straight charge. So we can actually do the charge.
Okay.
So, and then free action rage with my.
Your little
Thing.
sash or whatever it
Yes.
was.
Ooh, there we go. And then we're going to attack twice. Come on, hit.
That 14 misses as it dodges out of the way, but then that 21 swings back around and does hit successfully.
Okay.
And as you swing that axe, Lancer, you notice your axe, it almost seems to like pass through Van's actual body and hit something inside. Almost as if the Vander that you're looking at is a little
Does
illusion.
the music falter a little bit?
Yeah, there's a
the
little
extra damage.
there's a little
from-
glitch in the song, yeah, when that happens for sure.
There's the extra damage from the rage and the charge. And then he's gonna look at Val, and even though this isn't technically an inspiration, it grants you inspiration. But he looks at you and he's like, "That's how you do it."
Yeah, you're the better bard, I know, okay? I am screaming and I am inspired.
All right, Charlie's up.
I cast haste on
Heartbreak.
Braun and Hazard.
Okay.
And that's my turn.
Alrighty. Braun is up. Now hasted.
Braun's gonna just like appear next to Val, like a Roadrunner. It's like, I don't like magic, except for when I do like magic. It's complicated. Is it an arc? I don't know if it's playing or not. Anyways, and he's gonna start cutting this guy.
Yes.
Sorry, I'll check in 1 second. I'm fixing a stream thing.
Aren't they at advantage because you're flanking?
Oh, am I? Oh,
You
right.
are. Yeah, you can roll all those again. We'll just say ABC.
Yeah.
Okay. So the first one is still a miss, but the other two are hits.
What's the first one? 17.
Yes.
Can I throw a precision die on there?
You can if you wish.
How about
All
that?
right, you got 3 hits. You have 3 hits. That
I'll
is
take
enough.
Oh, sweet.
18. Okay.
That works.
Uh, 43 slashing and lightning damage.
Okay.
Bonus action. I'm gonna do his bonus actions. I have like 4 things I can do as bonus actions.
And
He's got that element materia connected to his sword.
Yup.
basically. And it's the same with you, Braun. As you swing your halberd, you notice that like it's not Van you're connecting with. It's almost like you're passing through Van and hitting something inside instead.
Good. That's what I'm aiming for. His insides. I'd
I like
like
to imagine he says that.
I'd like to do one more attack with my pommel and try and trip him up this time. Actually, no. I'm going to do a goading attack. I say, you, person that is there, look at me. I am fighting you now. We should fight.
And that is what save is that? Wisdom?
Wisdom save, I believe.
Okay.
Oh,
And-
plus this.
What is your DC?
DC 16.
Okay. So it fails that, and that's 14 more damage? Or no, 13.
Yeah.
Or was that a reroll?
No, that's because of the. I think the D10 gets added onto the damage.
Okay. So 14.
Yeah, so he has disadvantage on all attacks that aren't me, because he is engaged with me now.
Cool. All right, Hazard's up.
Cool. He sprints up and like dives and like flips over, but like as he's passing over Val, it's like an anime. It like slows down where he's like talking to her, and he like taps her on the shoulder, healing using cure wounds at 2nd level.
Oh, bless
With,
you.
But it's also maximized using my feat,
Mm-hmm.
my healing adept. So she gets 22 hit points,
Bless you, sir.
and he says, "Feel better now. Excuse me, I'm about to do a really bad job at something I'm supposed to be good at." And he lands on the other side,
Lena, is that you?
like whips out both.
A little bit of Andrew came out in that one.
I think that's my favorite. Fourth one.
Swords out and just like starts. So he'll do his. So the healing was his hasted action.
Okay. Yeah, you
and
can
he'll
cast a
go
spell
ahead
for that, so that works.
at advantage. Festus.
I like that now there's just baby Charlie, little lizards hanging in the doorway. Everybody's
Second
inside.
attack and offhand. Wait. Yes. Okay. Yes. So we've got 1 hit, 2 hits, and a crit hit. And the
Sorry,
first 2
for
are
what?
magical.
Oh, there we go. Sorry, it took a while for it to pop up. Those are all hits. Awesome.
Hell yeah, they are.
So, but the short sword is not magical. So the short sword will just be 2 damage. So that is 13, 27 total damage. Okay. Good
Wait,
job. So we're
that crit and it got a 1 on both dice?
Huh? What do you mean?
Wow.
That's insane.
What do you mean? Oh, the
It's a nat 20, but both of the d6s it rolled was 1.
damage dice. Cool.
It only rolled 1 d6 actually.
Yeah,
So-
Yeah.
roll me another one.
Roll another d6.
Did that? Okay. There we go. Took a minute.
All right.
Oh, good. All right.
That's
Still more
some-
damage.
Something.
Okay, Val, you've got Van in quotes totally surrounded here.
I'm going to like hit with the shadow and hit with the dagger, maybe, perhaps.
Okay.
Ooh,
I like
frickin'
these
knows.
odds.
Sword. Bitch.
That's a hit.
Oh, that was almost a 1. That was almost a 1. And then my +1 dagger.
Also a hit.
Tight. Okay, so first we're going to do the Shadow Blade, which I cast at a 4th level. So he's going to take 3d8 and it's psychic damage.
Interesting.
Yep.
Okay.
So here's this. Are you going to roll? Please roll. Oh no.
It's being weirdly slow, isn't it?
It is being really slow.
So that's
So-
not just me.
12 psychic. No, and I've been getting disconnection errors on it too. And then
It
with
might be a
endgame,
really big map.
is it just poison, or do I get like a 1d4 plus? Oh, hey, here's poison if you don't pass it.
It's 1d4 plus your poison because a dagger
Okay.
does d4 ordinarily, and then
Yeah,
the poison damage is based on its save.
yeah. So I need a con save, please.
Okay.
Well, it gets 1 from the fucking dagger. It's fine.
I got a 21 on the con save.
Well, it won. So it takes 1d6 poison damage instead of 1d12.
Okay. For a total of 2. I said you're going to have to do better than that, darling.
Just knock me out already. Just hit me
Now,
again.
everybody here will get an opportunity attack as Van, in quotes, does like a magnificent backflip and like lands like perched against this wall over here.
Okay.
Nice
Nice with that
crit.
nat 20.
Oh wow,
Oh,
Lancer
yes.
also with a crit. Okay. Braun
Should've done
also
the
with a hit.
Great weapon. Should have done a great weapon, Master.
That is unfortunately a miss for Hazard, but you can take it. Oh no, because it wouldn't be flanked when he left. So never
Oh.
mind. It would not
I
be
did
flanked when he left it, so it should be. Well, it doesn't
Either
matter
way,
because it didn't
that's
hit.
fine.
Yeah. Okay. So that's a total of. You roll me your damage, Sid. So far we're at 1835 damage.
24.
Okay, another 24.
Good hit. Do you add dex or anything to that?
It's counted as like a spell, so I don't get to add any.
Your
fun
Shadow Blade
shit.
thing, yeah.
Lame.
So as he leaps away and all these cut him, you see that like this that definitely messes up his landing. So he lands like not too firmly, just like who? Perhaps that was not the right maneuver. Oh well. And then he's just gonna pull a crossbow, like seeming like he's gonna do the like RPG move where he just and suddenly he draws a crossbow when there was definitely nothing on his back. He's-
Nice.
and he's gonna just aim it right at Ron and fire that. So. That's a 21 to hit you, Braun.
That hits.
Okay. So you're gonna take. Your armor thing does not apply to magical damage, right? It's just standard.
Yeah. Is it a magical crossbow?
Well, actually, I guess it isn't, as is written here. So you're gonna take 1 piercing plus 16 poison,
Okay.
and I need you to roll me a con save, please.
Oh no, don't get poisoned.
893 minus 16 is 77.
Mhm.
Um,
You know you can type minus whatever, and
I
it'll
know,
do the
this
math
didn't
for you.
work well for me.
Oh,
All
okay.
right, so a con save you said. If this fails, I'm going to use Indomitable.
Okay.
I'm going to use Indomitable.
Okay. Braun, unfortunately, you are poisoned.
Oh shit.
And that's attack rolls and saves at disadvantage, I believe?
Yes. Not saves, I think skill checks.
Just, okay. But attack rolls, I know, are also part of that.
Yes, definitely.
So, okay. That's where we wind up. And now we go back to Lancer.
Okay. How high is he?
He was going to kind of
I'm
perch
so
nicely on the wall,
fucking high right
but
now.
because of how you all hit him, he's just kind of on the ground.
Oh, okay.
It would have ended
Sorry.
differently, but you all kind of really smacked his trajectory up a little bit.
Fair enough. All right. Well, in that case, let's just fuck him up. I'm guessing both of those hit.
So the first one, he actually is gonna like use the crossbow and like parry away your first hit, but then the second one does hit him.
Okay. Well, here's the 1 rage damage. There we go.
Okay. He's looking real rough. I don't feel so good.
Let's. Who should I bonus action this? Who's up next? Braun. All right. well, you kinda
Charlie's
need
up
it.
next.
Oh, Charlie's up next.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Yeah, you
Charlie's
might
gonna
want to
make
get
it
out of the way.
The little gecko who's hanging out by the door.
Oh,
Oh,
does
Charlie is totally gonna make an attack. You might want to get out of the way if you can.
Okay. Does he say that?
I just have a feeling like if your character spent time with him, you'd know.
Okay.
Well, he has been saying fireball. And
Okay.
he's not old
Yes.
enough to drink. So,
Well, then let's move 20 feet away.
You
And
could dodge it. You got feral instincts.
an attack op is a reaction, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So then one will not be taken against you, Lancer.
Oh, because he used his reaction to parry. Oh, sweet. Yep. He nopes away, and then he will look at Braun and is like, "In case he doesn't kill him, you should do it." And you get inspiration.
Good advice. You truly are the superior bard.
Charlie's
there's
gonna
ultra heartbreak.
run up, and then just like out of his mouth, instead of like I imagine he doesn't have any equipment on his body because he's just a little lizard. He's just gonna like out of his mouth go like "Cone of cold."
Oh shit!
Just like tons of cold starts spewing out his way.
Okay.
I need a con save.
I
Wow.
imagine the what is it? I'm charging up my laser meme from like
I'm
Charlie.
charging my laser.
So he got a 25, which I believe is a save.
That's a save, but he's still gonna take half of
But
37.
yeah, that's not enough to save him.
Yeah.
So So Charlie, you unleash this massive cone of cold, and it's almost like
He's just holding it like this.
Lancer holding a great axe between his butt cheeks.
Oh my god.
I wasn't gonna take
Swinging
it.
it.
There. That boy thick.
It's like that. No, have you seen that? There's like that guy on like I think he used to do Vines. That guy who would like, or no, it's that video. That person who's clenching their butt and carrying the grocery bag with it. Have you guys seen that photo?
Yes.
That's what it is.
I have spent a lot of my life just watching old finds. Okay.
Oh man.
After that, Charlie's gonna use his movement to go up to Val and jump up like a little dog would and be like, "I want to pick up."
Okay. Never
what's
hurt
this?
me. You
Let's
are on
check
my
out this
side, I
picture
will.
for the stream.
Like, just straight
Oh, yep.
up.
Yep. Yep. The Tarzan vine butt.
Oh no.
Yep.
Those are some glutes, man.
I've never seen this.
Oh, have you never
but
seen
I can
this?
imagine it easily.
Oh, it's
No.
so great. Okay, so Charlie, you
All those
unleash,
toes.
and it's like for a moment,
Sorry.
against the wall, it's just like big, it's like almost like an isolated blizzard, just like it's you can't see anything for a minute. It's just cold, 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 and then as the snow crystals kind of dissipate, as the music ticks up again,
Oh no.
standing against the wall, now instead is a different figure.
Traveler.
Yeah.
And let's go, to give you guys a bigger shot. So you were looking at Van, but now the illusion has been dispersed, and instead of Van is this individual.
I fucking hate him.
Just chilling up against the wall.
The Trip Smith.
And he's
The
definitely
mushroom magician.
he's definitely like down, like imagine the ground is the way he's on the mushroom here. He's just, like one hand on his knee, just like, oh, that was a mighty fine battle there, Valison. Oh.
Fireball.
What are you like? Can I help you, sir? Like, are you like?
I can't. I'm sorry. I can't get through
What?
that video
The
without
thick?
crying.
What is it?
Oh my god.
I haven't
The
seen
damn
Is that
boy
a
he
bear
picked
or a
video.
dog?
Oh yeah.
Lord.
He's a
He
balloon.
Oh, I know
Yeah,
exactly
boy.
which
He
video
just
this
looks
is.
over so embarrassed, the dog.
I think I mentioned like
I miss petting people's
the
dogs,
he
guys.
thick line. Apparently that's from like one of my favorite YouTube music reviewers. This guy Anthony Fantano. That's like he
Yeah,
just
yeah.
like said it once in a random video, and like that's where it comes from. Like
The internet took it. and
he
was like,
discovered
"This
that
is
he was a meme. Yeah. So anyway, this individual is just he stands up and just, oh, I'm guessing you got some questions, Miss Shademark.
I have like 80 million questions. Tell me why I shouldn't stick my gecko on you. Again.
I wouldn't, you managed to beat the illusory form, but, I'm not just, some little leprechaun. I do have some pretty, and he's gonna stamp his, little walking stick down, and you just hear, like, thunder erupts, the sun grows bright, the moon flies over the horizon, it rains for a split second, all the trees sprout up and come back down, all the dryads quickly fly in front of your vision. He just like, I'd just be careful at testing me patience in that case.
Do you want the dagger? You can have the dagger. I really just, you can have it back.
Oh, no. The dagger's for you, Miss Shademark. I just wanted to make sure you could use it properly. If I'm gonna choose a champion, I want to make sure they're worthy of it.
I'm so sorry, sir. Can I please get your name? You're not Cord, are you? Tell me you're not Cord.
Oh, Cord, that guy's a real pain in the... I can't think of a funny Irish garment.
What's his name? No, not Cord. The one that Braun keeps seeing.
Oh,
and he's
Torm?
like, Torm! Or, like, you're not him, right?
Torm! Oh, are you kidding me? That guy never invites me to parties. He's a real dick.
Oh, okay, good.
Anyway, no, pleasure to meet ye. The name, and he's gonna, like, he puts the walking stick down in front of him and then uses that to, like, propel himself right up next to you. Just, the name, and he reaches out a very, like, weathered hand. The name is Squelicky.
I'm not gonna fuck
I
around
can't
with
spell
these
that.
names. Schools. Neither can I. It's so.
If you would like the spelling, it's Squelaiche.
Pardon me while I butcher that anyway. Squellicky.
Squellicky. And it's a pleasure to actually make your acquaintance, Miss Shademark.
I mean, I respect you and everything you did and your power and stuff, but I really wish I could say the same, and I cannot because this is weird, and I do not like it, and I'm confused. I'm very confused.
Well, the power thing, you ought to respect it, because a little bit of that power's in you, too.
What?
I'm guessing my name isn't really known to all of you at this point in the timeline, is it?
Oh god. No. Do I know that name? Like, is there some weird ass chance that she might have
if you
read
would like
it
to,
one
yeah,
day?
if you would like to roll for it, history or religion, one or the other will work.
Nope. That
Hazard
sucks.
is too busy gargoyling rather brutally in a near, like on a ledge nearby.
On brand. On brand.
I can't say there's. Okay, so
History?
okay, so the only thing you know is like this. Whoever this god is, they are like super old in the pantheon, like probably one of the first like ever. So all you know is it's like he's old school.
I mean, the name is vaguely familiar. I can't say that I know much, though.
Oh, then take a seat. Let me expound. And he's gonna tap his walking stick again, and this little mushroom in the picture, one's gonna sprout up underneath every single one of you, including Hazard up on his perch, and you're all just suddenly, seated on it, including Lancer somehow. I don't really know how that works. I guess just like legs up.
Absolutely, legs up here, but actually sitting down.
But you're all just suddenly, see, he's just, yes, you see a little bit of old Squelicky's powers in you too, Miss Shademark. I guess they don't really teach you this in schools at this point, but, the gnomes, the halflings, the dwarves, the humans, the elves, the half-elves, even the Goliaths. They all came from me.
Really? Like, then how...
I'm what you might call a common ancestor. Then people started getting taller, and in the case of the Goliaths, even taller than that.
Wait, say the races. Are you just God?
Well, one of them, sure. Gnomes, halflings, dwarves, humans, elves, half-elves, Goliaths. All from my lineage.
Dragonborn.
Not Dragonborn, that's...
Not for you. You go... Everybody.
I'm gonna sit over here.
On a different mushroom.
That's alright, that's not my place to talk about that stuff, little Charlie.
Here, Charlie, here. I'm gonna hand Charlie an iPad and play one of the games.
Oh boy, they got SpongeBob.
It's true. How do you think those old Anders would react if they found out they were from the same lineage as... this?
Oh, I think that they would be very delightfully scandalized, honestly.
And that's...
I kind of wish I could see their face and tell them.
It's certainly part of why I'd like to tell you. Squelicky, the god of mischief and trickery and illusions at your service.
You're so much cooler than Dorm! Okay, yes. Tell me what you want me to do, I will do it.
I think you're already on your right path there, Missy. I just wanted to make sure that, you're worthy of this dagger and worthy of this whole quest you're going on. Torm decided to pick that fella, and he points to Braun, which
Braun's
seems
gonna look over his shoulder.
to be a decent choice, I suppose, but I'm just glad to verify that you're my pick. And Torm's probably not gonna like me spilling the beans on all this.
You should do it anyway.
Well, anyway, it's been very nice to meet you in person, or at least in this sort of mock in person that I've made for you. So enjoy the dagger.
I enjoy it now. But also, I didn't use it very well, so is that okay? Like, I just need to practice? You're not gonna, like...
You'll get better.
Oh,
Just
okay.
have another look and, really try to imbibe the weapon, so to speak.
Okay. Yeah. Oh, this is gonna... Oh, hey, before We do like separate ways and everything. Respectfully,
Mhm.
Mr. Oh shit. The name is already gone. It's
Squeaky.
all that's
Squeaky.
there. All that's there is squeegee. Hey, you don't happen to know anything about these weird dreamy nights, do you?
More than I can say.
Oh, so you're not going to tell me.
Torm's not gonna like what I already said, if I'm being honest.
Well, as long as we're here, why don't you just keep going?
He looks at
Grumpy
Braun,
Braun
looks at Val.
makes a point. Grumpy Braun makes a point.
You're tempting me. You're definitely tempting me. Roll me a persuasion.
Come on!
I would like to assist Valson.
Yeah, boy!
I'm gonna do
So-
like one of these like whoosh, and then like his little eye's gonna like wink at him, and there's gonna be a little star that appears next to him.
And that's advantage, right?
Yeah.
I'm not. Okay. I wasn't sure if I was just taking his proficiency. Thank God. Thank you. Bless you. Bless you. Why are you rolling again? Stop
Ooh.
that.
Okay. So an 18. You see him kind of like, oh, he's like nervously
Love-
moving these like long stockinged legs around. Oh. All right. You get
Yeah.
you get one question, just one.
Oh no! I was just
What's
hoping
for
you were
dinner?
going to... No. He didn't. That wasn't.
No,
that
he
wasn't
didn't.
the question. That wasn't the question. I don't know what the question should be though. Mr. Squellicky. I guess. I guess something that's moderately imperative is how many. Exactly how many more are there? Like where are they located? Where
Or how
did
do
they
we
come
stop
from?
them?
Where did they go? Have we stopped
Where
them?
did you come
Is
from,
there a
Cotton Eye
way
Joe?
to actually stop them? Can we go to their realm and stop them there?
How do we stop them?
Yeah.
Pick one.
How do we stop them? Do we just got to annihilate everybody and hope for the best?
He's gonna leave. He's this same look that he has on the picture. He's gonna sit back down, just like be pondering his thoughts. How do you stop them?
It's murder, isn't it? The answer is murder.
What?
He's
Hi,
gonna
Natalie.
look around, kind of look up at the sky a little bit.
Put a candle
You'll
on.
have to use some power that you can't quite find in your own world.
Oh. Okay. Can't quite find in our own world. Can you tell me where I can find it? Probably not, huh? That was the one.
Afraid I only said one question, Shademark.
Oh, fine.
Now enjoy that dagger.
Thank you, Mr. Squellicky Squeegee.
Oh, one last thing. Also, what's his name? Fester said he wanted to see you in the morning.
What?
And
You
then
had-
the voice kind of changes. Fester said he wanted to see you in the morning.
I think so, yeah.
And then the voice kind of changes, and now it's just normal Van telling you, yes, Fester wanted to see you in the morning, by the
Fester
way.
wanted to see you in the morning.
Okay. You would not believe me if I told you everything that just kind of transpired in my poor little mind.
And for Van, you know, nothing has happened. She just looked at the dagger and then looked back up at you.
Well, we came in, grabbed a dagger, left. About your uncle. All that nonsense.
I don't know who bothers you, not my uncle, and that's not how it happened, but it'll be a really, really good story to tell when Braun is around and I can tell him my god is cooler.
Okay. Well, all religious wars aside, I suppose. This was a load of fun.
It was, and I am so sorry to tell you that, you know, at the start when I was like, oh, I don't care who gets the dagger afterward, I just want it gone. I kind of want it. pay you for it or something.
Tell you what, you hold on to it, and
Okay.
in the future, I may come to you lot asking for a favor.
Yeah, I was about to say you could pick the next house that we rob.
Something like that. I'll keep in touch.
Can you walk me back to the inn? I don't remember which direction exactly.
You're
He
not
just
gonna go
pops an
back
elbow
to your
up.
own house.
Oh, well. Oh yeah. What time is it? It's late.
Oh,
isn't it?
it's late. Yeah, for sure.
Oh well, I will walk with you back to your tavern, and then I will go home.
Yeah. Van pops an elbow out, and they walk
Take that
arm
arm.
in arm.
Yeah.
Okay.
We went. I went with a bad guy. It was great.
So no more Undertale doggo.
No more Undertale Doggo. We're back in the real
I
world.
posted the multiple YouTube songs changes.
It's nice when it lasted.
Real talk though, like as I'm trying to like figure out what the hell that song was actually like, like it was giving me weird anxiety.
I intend to listen for the full 10 hours. I go to
6
sleep with it.
a.m. Richard's just in bed like.
This is what day 40 of lockdown sounds like. Oh man. Okay, so that's yeah. Everybody goes
Fucking
for the evening.
Prime music choice on that though.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yes,
I really liked it.
Anything else going down this evening, or shall we? I mean, Val, like I said, I'm assuming is just going back home to
I am
rest.
going
But
to go home.
is there anything
because
else
that
people
was-
wanted to do in the evening before we go forward to the next day? I know Lancer has business to talk about with the party, but I assume that would be the next day.
No.
Okay.
I'm good. I think that's a good move on.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then we do that. Val goes home for the morning. Lancer sleeps in his own bed, or however centaurs sleep, standing up, I guess.
No, horses. Do horses lay down? Horses
They
lay
stand
down.
up when they sleep.
That's a myth.
That's real.
No, but
That's
they
a
lay down
myth.
sometimes. Like I've seen horses like roll around in mud puddles and shit. They can
Yeah,
toast.
they sleep standing up though.
Yeah,
That's not true.
that's the thing.
I think it is.
Hey guys, let's Google it, cause computers.
The first thing
What?
that comes up when I Google is this picture too.
Oh no.
Let's see what we got.
I'm not saying they lie down. I'm saying that they
Aw.
sleep.
The horse kind of conked out.
They snooze
cute.
standing up, apparently. Like they'll daydream standing up, but they lay down to actually sleep.
Oh man, sorry.
Adult horses spend
someone-
more time dozing while standing up than in So there's deep sleep where they're laying down and dozing off when they're standing.
I just posted an article. Tough bow. Don't read the first line
somewhat-
though.
Somewhat related, I learned today that if you have like somebody who's brain dead, they're like a living vegetable, and you like put an electrode through a certain part of their spinal cord, they will like raise their arms up and do this, which is freaking like terrifying.
Hmm.
Huh.
Spooky.
Yep,
Puby.
Okay.
Don't like that.
definitely the spookiest thing I learned today.
Well, it's the next morning, and the party all gathers at some point in the city. So everybody's got
Oh
some
boy,
things on the
it
agenda
is
today.
at some point in the city.
Good morning, everyone. I assume everyone received the proper amount of sleep.
I didn't
and was
sleep.
ready
I
to
just
start
waited.
the day.
I just waited.
Yeah.
There
I was
wasn't
gonna
a
say-
lot of sleep, if you know what I mean. And he elbows Braun a little.
I'm sorry to hear you have insomnia. He's going to sit down at the table with some bacon and start chomping away. How
So
was your
listen,
evening, Valison?
Just wiggling in her seat, just like staring.
You're unusually quiet this morning.
So, I went and did the thing last night. You know, just like hung out with our best friend Vander. You know, did some catching up, and then like bing bang boom, some shit happened. I communed. Anyway, I have a god. His name is Squeegee, and he's way cooler than yours.
Oh, Val, you don't need to lie to sound cooler. It's all right.
No.
Not everyone talks to gods. It's not a party.
No, I'm mad at you.
What?
You said that Lancer was the superior bard, so you and your stupid bacon
Are you
just
are you mad at me for a dream you had?
it was real.
What?
Why is this like every relationship I've had?
No, you looked at me and you were like, no, we were in a fight, and like Lancer went and did some fucking cool shit because that's what Lancer do. Sorry for swearing. I was under some duress. But
Braun and Lance are gonna
so-
like side eye at each other like. "Do you
like
remember any-"
he went to go and like murder that guy, yeah, and you like turned and you looked at me dead in the eye and you were like, he is clearly the more superior bard, and it like just
Lancer, were you? I'm afraid to ask this. Were you murdering anyone last night?
it was really weird though, because last night when he was fighting he had the axe like between two
I did give you
he was
the
like-
setup, Artem. If you want to take it.
I can't.
No, you do. You start to do the setup, and then I say like, "There are children here." That's how this joke.
do it, you
I
coward.
was murdering making love to my wife.
No, he was fighting a man, and this got some weird fucking creepy like lullaby vibes. There we go. No, he was fighting, and he had his axe between his two hoofs like this, and he was like, sha sha sha. But you know,
I love that sound effect for that.
What?
The sound of an axe is sha sha sha.
Yeah.
Why would I
Historically.
put my axe between my hooves? I have hands.
you most certainly did not last night have hoofs or have
Oh.
hands.
Oh, I can assure you, he definitely had hands last night.
Oh, your wife was here. No, you didn't. And I mean, you were all there, but like, Braun didn't have like his complete mouth, and it was just mustache. And Charlie was most certainly like the size of a small Chihuahua dog, and
Say that's accurate.
and Hazard was, I mean, he was a ninja, but
I
Well,
am.
that sounds like a very, very fun dream you had last night.
it wasn't a dream, it was real, okay? Because I went to a house and I stole this. Bink. Like, put the dagger down.
Excuse me?
You stole that?
No,
You
acquired.
violated the law.
No,
Criminal
no.
scum!
It's mine now. It's like squatters' rights or something, right? Anyway. So when I
Hold up,
touched
you just-
it,
You just told a group with at least 2 lawmen and one like vigilante that you straight up stole some shit.
yes, she did.
It's like dagger hits the like I stole, and then like boom.
No, so I stole this last night. But the second that I touched it, you see, the second that I touched it, I was transported to a. I will not say it was a magical land because, frankly, it was awful. But
Magic
You
can
were
be
all there.
awful.
I mean, it was pretty awful.
Magic is
Because
usually awful.
just music, just constant. Anyway, so we go, and you're all there, and Vander was there too at the very, very end, and he was like, haha, fight me. And so we fought him, but it turns out it was not Mr. Vander at all. It was, in fact, the god of mischief,
I don't
Squeaky.
know this person.
Squeaky Squeegee. And
So
he
it was a
like-
traveler.
yeah, kinda. So, but so he was like, well, like, Crom doesn't want me to tell you about all these. What's his name? Crom, words.
Torm.
What are you asking?
Torm. Fuck.
Yeah.
And he was like, Torm doesn't want me to tell you anything, but I'm pretty great. And then I asked him questions about the dream things. And he gave me like some super top secret information. So really, me going to steal some things worked out in our favor.
I have a very
Ignoring-
serious question, Val.
Ignoring the stealing part. Did you learn something from your dream?
I don't know. Are you going to arrest me?
Guards!
Because if so, you're not getting anything. But if you were like my friend and you wanted to know something, I could tell you that he said that they actually could not be defeated with any sort of anything on this plane. It has to be like from somewhere else. It's yeah. So we're screwed. But the point is he's cooler than your guy.
So you weren't on any of your Stardust?
I don't have any, and I've never taken any. And how dare you insinuate such things? Who are you, man?
I'm gonna insight check that.
Where the fuck did my
come
deception
on.
go? Okay.
Roll.
Don't you have like +9 or something?
Better than that, sweetie. La la la.
I know you have some.
I hate
I
this
don't
game.
even.
Don't know where.
I don't even know what drugs are. I am so innocent.
I'm gonna ignore all of this.
But no, but he was there.
But that actually reminds me, speaking of talking to gods, so I believe today is the day that I have a certain appointment with someone who's going to be helping me get in touch with Torm and
I don't know
whatever
why
that
I wanted to
entails.
call him Crom. I don't know why that's a thing.
That's Fire Emblem.
So, assuming I don't murder him by the end of the day, I'll
Why are
probably
you-
be occupied with that today.
Well, wait. Like, hey, I have a god now too. Okay.
Sure.
No, I swear, he was like a leprechaun man, and he had a weird little hat, and he had mushrooms just like everywhere, and everything was super cool. And the only thing that was super, super troubling was the fact that Lancer's like his glutes. They were like it was really, really weird.
Sure. And Braun's gonna
Okay.
lead over to Lancer. It's like, can we make sure that Evander's not selling drugs out of his bar? Just a
Should.
platoon buy.
Mhm.
Okay, great.
I don't like this game. Only you get. Oh, only me, who doesn't even like gods or believe in them, gets to have a god. Have a mustache. That is what you sound like, sir. Good day. And I start to stand up from the table.
Well, she is right about one thing. I don't like gods. I don't like magic. Anyways, I'm gonna go learn about gods and magic. Goodbye. When I exit scene.
All right. Let's see. Let's follow Braun for a bit then.
Can art him.
Um, So Braun, as soon as you you
Does
step
anyone
out,
know what that's from?
No.
Oh. Just watch this later. It'll be worth it.
as soon as you step outside, almost as if it's divine intervention,
Yes.
you basically knock right into
Yes.
Juno.
someone who you're looking for. He just walks on. Oh, huh. Whew. Mr. Hamstrung, I expected to see you here, though not to run into you so suddenly. You I've only just stepped off the train. Your companion, Valison, she said you wish to practice magic?
Yeah. So, I think your boy Torm has his eye on me. And when he says that, he's gonna lift up the gauntlet and kind of flex the gems a little
Ooh.
bit.
Juno kind of well, if you've finished that quest, then certainly he must have more than his eye upon you. It would be my honor to help you. Do you travel with another mage, perhaps, who could assist in this training?
I guess like everyone can do magic. Does it matter which kind?
Often a younger, most pliable mind is the most helpful.
Braun's gonna go back and open up the door. Charlie, get out here.
Okay.
So you walk out. Ah, yes, perfect. It's a pleasure to make your acquaintance, young one. My name is Juno Stanton, and I serve in the Order of Torn.
Juno Stanton.
And you are
Okay.
And as soon as he like
Sorry.
as soon as he shakes your hand, he gets like a tingle, like, oh yes, you are definitely magically gifted. This training should go very well. I assume Braun has informed you about his intent to study the ways of magic?
That's
Not in so many words, no.
study, more like cram. We got this big test, what with the Dream Knights. I figure it doesn't hurt.
I see. Well, unlocking true magic potential does take time and focus and energy and concentration, but knowing my own talents, I feel fairly confident that by the end of working with you today, I could at least get a cantrip's worth of power to manifest from you.
All right, and how long until I'm, like weaving power of magic and the fabric of life and death and blasting my enemies with radiant might?
He looks at your stat sheet hovering above your head. I'd say you're decently close to unlocking that.
All right. Well, Charlie, do you mind? I hate to impose. Would you mind helping with this?
Well, yeah, sure. I'll do whatever I can. I'm not a very good teacher, though. I feel like I'm still kind of a student.
That is
Charlie,
alright,
I
Charlie.
feel like you teach me something every day.
Charlie, I simply need a teacher's aid, so to speak.
Well, okay. I'm good at support, and I'm happy to support you.
Excellent. And he'll look at Braun. Now tell me, Braun, this magic, for what purpose do you wish to use it? Do you wish to help others with it? Do you wish to fix what is broken? Do you wish to reveal new truths? Or do you just want to use it in your barbaric combat?
Well, we already got a guy that's got barbaric combat down, so I think that's fine. We've, a couple times, we've gone up against pretty impossible odds, and we've made it out, barely. We've barely scraped by. And I'm afraid, if we're not careful, we're eventually gonna misstep and lose. So, I need something to help keep everyone safe. And Torm can help me do that. Then I owe it to them to find a way to do that.
And when you
Yeah,
wish...
I'm working on something for that, too.
Excellent. And when you wish to keep people safe, do you wish to guide them along a safe path of their own choosing, or do you want to pull them off of a dangerous path that they may already be on?
I don't know. I guess guiding them sounds right. I guess whatever can be used to keep them safe.
All
Keep
right.
them protected.
Well, I think I've heard what I needed to hear. If you'll just follow me outside of these city gates, we can begin our training.
Let's go. I'm gonna regret this.
And he will take you outside the gates to the plains area. And one moment. Need to pull something up here. What the heck? It's weird. There we go. That's not a dead link. That actually helps. Okay, cool. So he's going to take you. What is this spell?
I'm just saying
Scatter.
that when,
Ooh,
when
that's
we
cool.
gain a level, I want to do scatter.
Cool. So
I've
he'll
never
take
seen
you.
anyone use it before.
So he'll take you out to the plains, and he'll find kind of like some rocks or something along the ground, and he'll Juno will have a just. All right, now Braun, if you'll take about 40 to 50 paces in that way, that direction.
Okay.
And
Don't worry, Braun, you got this.
now, Charlie, you stay right there. And
Okay.
Juno's gonna like stand about halfway between you two, and he's going to suddenly just gesture, and one of those rocks nearby, Charlie, is gonna like fly right at your face. So make a dex save for me real quick.
Wow. Okay. Ugh.
Yeah, the rock kind of like bonks you,
Ow.
and you'll take that much. Just one bludgeoning as the rock kind of hits you.
It's like anime, like oversized lump comes out, even though it's not much damage. Oh.
Nah, it's all right, Charlie. Come here. He's gonna place his hand on your forehead, and the lump goes away. Now, Braun, come here, and I want you to lay a hand on Charlie, and I want you to visualize him avoiding that rock, not being hit, staying safe.
Did I touch him?
Place a hand on his shoulder, forehead, whatever it is.
It's okay. I won't bite.
All right. And Braun's gonna do one of those like pat. Don't get hit by the rock, Charlie.
Okay, I'll not get hit by the rock.
Braun, that didn't seem particularly enthusiastic of you.
What do you want from me, Juno? I don't know what I'm doing here.
I
Please.
understand. Braun, listen to me. Part of magic is belief, it's faith, it's believing that what you are doing will make a difference for this person. So when you when you were in combat and you swing around your halberd, you foresee these attacks, right? You imagine what it feels like to swing and hit the opponent before you've actually done so.
Right. Yeah.
Right. So, when you lay a hand upon Charlie, I want you to imagine him avoiding the rock. See it in your head. See the rock flying. See Charlie avoiding the rock.
All right, Charlie.
I'm out in the middle of nowhere with a religious man who's telling an adult to touch me. Oh boy.
And Braun's gonna believe. Braun's gonna believe in like kind of put a hand on his shoulder and be like, dodge the rock, Charlie.
Dodge the rock. Dodge the rock.
Just dodge.
Dodge!
And then Juno will have you
Duck.
two separate again.
Die.
And he'll again gesture. And the rock's going to fly at Charlie. And Charlie, make your dex save again.
Okay.
But this time, all right, it's already 14. But just for the fluff of it, you can add a d4 to that. Cool. So this time the rock comes and you definitely avoid it.
Just in my head, I just hear him yelling, "Dodge!" Duck out of the way.
And you successfully dodge it.
I like duck hands overhead. Ah! Well, it worked. It worked, Brian. We did it.
We did it, right? Did we do it? Juno, did we do it? I'm not sure.
Charlie was not struck by the rock this time, was he?
I guess.
You
Yeah,
guess, or you believed he would not be struck by the rock.
I mean, I hoped. Let's just... Yeah, okay. All right. What's next?
We'll do a little like ... like fade down on that scene, and we'll move over to who would like to do things first. Val's got some business talking to Fester. I don't know if anyone else has particular business today. Lancer has stuff for the whole party, but not necessarily just someone else stuff. But other than visiting Fester, did anybody else have business in town they wanted to take care of today?
Just seeing Fester.
Okay. Well, then we'll move over to Val, who's going over to the tavern. But of course, anybody can join her on the way if she wishes.
I'm going back to that super great tavern if anybody wants to go with me, even though none of you believe that I have a really cool god.
I think Hazard will follow along. He doesn't really have anything. He's uncomfortable, doesn't really know what to be doing with himself, so he's like, yeah.
Since he actually has a day off.
Yeah. I guess he could just straight up like work out and run and like survey the woods on the perimeter, but
It's more of a prairie type area.
a prairie.
Yeah, so it's not really. There's no like foliage like really hiding anything.
Yeah, I'll go. I'll go with
Okay.
with not Sydney. Jeez.
Valison.
Crom.
Wow.
My name is Crom.
Crom.
Artemis Lancer just gonna spend the day at home, or what's the?
Yeah, I mean, if he's gonna be, going off, he's gonna spend the day with his kids and his wife.
Okay, makes sense.
Okay, Lancer.
So you get to the tavern, Val, and the gang is here.
I say my good mornings and I go over to Mr. Fester.
Ah, Miss Shademark. I suppose Van passed on my message then that I wanted to speak to you today.
Yes, he did. He did not tell me why though, so I am very, very curious.
Well, ever since I came to your 11th hour rescue back at the lighthouse,
Oh yeah.
you seem to have had a bit of a jealous gaze for that Lancer.
He, look, it's not about you, or about, well, it is about him a little bit, because Braun told me that he was the better bard. And then, also, he, did a thing, and then he looked at me and was like, that is how it's done. So, the feeling of inadequacy is big. So,
Right. And
Other than that,
I suppose my teaching him a little trick didn't really help with that, did it? That probably amplified your jealousy a bit.
I don't know what you're talking about. I am fine.
So then you wouldn't want me to also teach you a little trick or two.
Don't be putting words in mouths here, Mr. Man.
Right. Well,
So I would like to wear your hat for a moment.
all right, and he'll pick it up, which we'll say again, that hair is part of the hat.
Yep, I know.
So he takes it off and reveals his bald head as he hands it to you.
All right. So, tell me, what you got?
Well,
You would be so kind.
what I taught your friend Lancer was as a sort of a thank you for getting me out of the lighthouse situation. So, for teaching you this, I do have a favor I would ask of you in exchange.
Would you like the hat back?
No. You can wear the hat for this. It's fine.
Oh, okay. Sure. Shoot.
You and your friends have done an excellent job getting my old circus family back together here. But we're still lacking in 2 of them. I do not know where Garen would be at this time, but I am to understand that you met our one-time strongman Euphis, the Goliath.
Yes, he's very sad.
If you
when
could
I last saw him.
If you could use some of your abilities to contact him and have him come here, it would be much appreciated.
I can do that. Let them know that the whole gang is here and waiting, and
Yes, if you could do that, that would be great, and then I'd be happy to teach you another one of my tricks.
I guess sending.
Okay. And what do you say?
Oh God, it's been forever since we've seen Euphis, huh?
Well, that's like 12 words already. I'm
Oh,
just kidding.
oh no.
I'm just kidding.
Oh
It's two
crap.
more.
Yeah, you saw
he
him
was-
in like
he's-
episode like 3.
Yeah, he was the Goliath, and he was like super fucking bummed out.
He was working as like a stonemason, basically,
Yeah.
paying his penance.
Good morning. Do I risk saying a mister? I don't know how long this is gonna go. Good morning, Euphis. This is... Oh no. Warren's friend Val. Him and Fester. What are the other ones' names?
Did you do Fester as a word or as syllables?
Oh shit. No, I did it as a word. I did it
Okay.
as a word. Because I did and Fester.
Okay.
And team. Shit. Are in. Oh no. Ogden. Would you swing by? That's the full 25.
Okay. And you get back. I can be there in the morning. I have met 2 Goliath monks who have taught me new ways of continuing my penance.
Ooh, that sounds weird. Hey, he will be here tomorrow. Would you like me to, like, give him a message to let him know the deets as to where you are?
If you could send him here to the tavern, that would be great.
I will certainly do that. I cast setting again. I need to keep track of my shit. Hold on. Let me mark these off. Back at level 3. Golly. Yeah, I just give him like the name of the bar and what ring it's in.
Okay. So you do that, and then he just responds with like, he responds, "I'm sure the bar could use a bouncer or 2. My friends and I would make a great pick."
Wonderful, and I'm not going to do another spell because
Okay.
that would be my last 3rd level.
And then, so
Oh, I
then
can do
Fester will then, all right, well, now that that's taken care of, you know,
Very hot in here.
it's, Ryan didn't mute himself. Let's listen in on his conversation.
Very hot in here.
It's getting hot in here, so hot.
Ryan, it's too hot in there.
Natalie's
No,
had
Andrew, don't do that. You're gonna get us banned on Twitch.
Do it,
Natalie's had a
coward.
pile of clothes in the corner of her room,
Will you stop?
and that's it. There's no other part of the story.
Why are you telling everyone on the internet?
Don't worry. You know what? Let's just move on to the next scene.
Thank
So Fester will lean in. You know, I may be the ringmaster, but I don't like to think of myself as any sort of leader. I believe everyone leads their own specific parts of the group, of the troop, of the party, of the gang, of the team, whatever you want to call yourselves. And so as a leader, you have to understand that sometimes leadership, for the sake of the group, requires sacrifice.
That is better. Oh, okay.
And he will teach you this feat.
Oh,
If you
no.
would like to read it out for us.
Bardic Sacrifice. As a reaction, you may expend one of your Bardic die to help another creature. Roll your Bardic die. You take an amount of your psychic damage equal to your roll. Ooh! While your intended creature recovers double the roll in HP. This takes a large mental toll on the user and thus can only safely be used once per long rest. If you wish to use it beyond that, oh no, roll an additional Bardic die. You now take double the number rolled in psychic damage while your targeted creature only recovers HP equal to that roll.
Oh man, so she's gonna get the little like nosebleed when she does it, like Jean Grey.
Was this Lancer's... Can I ask you a real question, Mr. Man? Was this Lancer's plot to get rid of me from the group completely so then he is the only bard available?
I think you serve different roles, and there's no need to compete.
Yes, that's clearly the message here, not the other one that I totally manifested in my brain. Thank you, Mr. Fester. I do appreciate your help, especially yesterday, but I do appreciate your help in this as well. And I will give him back his hat.
Thank you. Came up with that old trick myself. And as he says that, his face kind of looks like me for a second. Since I came up with that myself.
I love little sacrificial.
I do too. I'm totally fucking into him. I'm in.
So it's only really limited by your die, but obviously, you know, if you do it, if you decide to push it, it's gonna hurt.
Yeah.
Which was the idea. Also, I totally had this feat written down before the new psionic stuff that Wizards put out. So their fluctuating die and
you know what?
thing.
I picked there's psionic stuff for bards now, which is some of the stuff that I picked up.
Yeah, they did that
So-
UA, like, it specifically
This is
goes into, like,
working out
what's a spell and
somehow.
what's not. Like,
Yeah.
pretty interesting. But I'm just saying, I came up with this before that, so I didn't just take it from, okay.
I did before.
Guys, I was doing it before. It was cool.
So, we'll cut back to, Braun and Charlie training out there on the plains, and at this point, Charlie's probably just like,
Dodge!
just perfectly dodging all these. And as, you know, we see that kind of like montage, and by the end of it, Braun, you have now learned the cantrip Resistance.
Oh, neat.
And as a cleric, like, yeah, when you actually multi-class, because you can change them out every level, if you want to change it, you certainly can. But for now, you have Resistance.
And Braun's like in a full sweat, just like, did I do it? Am I magic?
You did it. You're magic now.
I was never able to before. You know, when everyone joins the guards, they take a test to see if they're able. I flunked every single one. But now I can.
This
Juno,
was
why
a
is
pride
this?
thing the whole time?
I'm sorry, repeat that, Ryan?
Juno, why is this?
I suppose at this point, something has changed within you. You have a faith, a purpose, a reason to fight you didn't have before.
All right. I need more. What else can I do?
I would focus on mastering this for now, but something tells me that you're not far off from being able to learn more. As you've gone throughout your journey, and I'm sure it's been the same for you, young Charlie, you've felt surges of power at certain times.
Yeah, I mean, I can't really say that magic's been a struggle for me,
Sure.
but I'm very,
Braun
very
shoots
proud
up like
of it.
a glare.
Well, Braun, next time you feel one of those moments coming on, rather than thinking about how it can make you stronger with your fists or with your weapons or with the armor you wear, think about how it could improve these skills you're learning now, and you would be surprised what Torm can do within you.
All right. You know, Juno, thanks have never been my strong suit. Anyways, you should probably head back into town right if we're done for the day.
Yes, I suppose so. It's funny, I didn't even have to use the critters, and he'll point, and behind you, where you didn't notice them until now, a bunch of
Braun, let's go now.
bunch of
Let's go
animals
now.
just hanging out. And Juno,
Oh my god.
yeah, there's a hyena, a homunculus, and a raven just kind of like swirling around. And Juno will like snap his fingers, and they'll all just like disappear.
Braun, get me away from this priest right now.
Let's get out of here.
All right, so at some point, now having taken care of your various businesses, that's not the plural of that word. Everybody will meet up in town again. figure
Oh,
out.
is this my cue?
I guess, or just to figure out what y'all want to do next after your day is, your day of rest is over. It's only about half over now, but
Braun's going to come back into the bar, tavern, or whatever we are, and he is going to be visibly exhausted. Like, mentally was super taxing for him today. He's going to be like, so how is everyone? Water. Just water, please.
Feeling a little slow there, buddy? I can haste you up.
Please don't. I've had enough for today. Just someone else talk, please. Thank God. Thank God. Water.
So, where are we going after Oxton? Are we going to go down and see the centaurs? Possibly get an army built?
That could
Sounds
be
like a
helpful.
good idea to me.
Do we know where the other gates might be? There's only a couple left, right?
That was a question that I thought about asking Mr. Squeegee, and I totally didn't ask him that question.
if you want to consult your letter, you can do that. It should be in everyone's inventory. Here, I'll just show it. If I hit show to players, does that show up for you guys?
Yeah.
Yep.
All right,
Yeah,
cool.
showed up.
So yeah, if you consult the, oops. Gotta close it out for myself.
Key acquisition, caster Whitwick, what I mean, getting the final dreamer. Alabast, very large continent. Thank you for the stat. Oh, shit.
Is it
That's
the
not too
key
far.
acquisitions part? Northport, Pawtooth, Scorchstone?
I think
I
so.
totally bypassed that whole thing.
Yeah. So we haven't been to Scorchstone, I don't think.
We
You have not.
haven't.
Have we
That's
been to?
where the tieflings are.
So
we've
you
been
have,
to Sentra.
yeah.
Have we been to Canup?
You have. So
We've been to Kenneth.
of this list, you've only not been to Scorchstone, which is the Tiefling city, and according to the letter, they don't know where the last one is.
Well, we could go
assumedly
check
the
out that
last one.
place and go to the centaurs. It's kind of out of the way, but if we ever want to go back, I might be able to drum up some Dragonborn support too.
Which
Can we see
direction
the
is
world
Scorchstone
map?
and which direction is
Sure.
Centaur Town?
One is to the west, one is to the south.
They're kind of not on the wall.
Although I will
I guess
say-
we passed through Scorch.
So yeah, you've passed through. You haven't been there. So, but I will say, should you choose to if you wanted to do this in one path, obviously it's up to you. Whatever you want to do. If you wanted to do this in a continuous path, if you were to go from the capital down into the Centaur area, you could then just sail across and work your way up from there.
If we did, we could stop in Bright Bay. Maybe for a day.
You could also do that because I'm forgetting his name. Because Rufus does want to do some Torm stuff.
Oh, and we could stop by the Scaled Mountains to get some support over there before we circle back over to Scorch Town.
Kind of seems like that's the way to go.
Where's your people from?
Excuse me?
What do you mean,
you
our
people?
leg?
Yeah, Leg Lake is the capital.
It is
We will
because
have
they have so many legs. That is why.
I think you're right.
We will have to pass through Wood Edge, which is slightly contested territory between the Aarakocra and the Centaur. Rightly ours, of course, but
Where are the Arakocra from?
Right
Are
here.
they from Wooded? Oh,
From High
Yeah.
Peak,
right next
the
to
Feathered
dear.
Mountains.
I fought an Aarakocra
basically
once.
going
We
through
never-
a
we
war
never-
zone.
We never been there either, but you know what? We don't have to.
They're kind of dicks anyway, so no reason.
Ah,
I hope that guy that was in the tournament wasn't popular there. I don't want to be harassed while there.
that is something I need to talk to you about a little later, perhaps.
Well, all right.
My brother is
That
there.
seems to be the best course of action. Should we leave tomorrow morning at sun?
I guess so.
All right. Oh, by the way, my wife is inviting you all to dinner tonight, since we're, leaving.
Oh boy, I get to play with the kids again.
That's
You know
very
how
nice.
it goes. riding both of them, hasting both of them, can't be beat. It's the most fun I ever had.
God.
Yep.
Is there anything else we need to do while we're here in the
Yep.
city?
I want to check on Indiana gnomes, but other than that, no. I don't think.
I wouldn't mind just getting a drink with August tonight, catching him up on what's been going on.
Talking about his brother's hairline.
The soft subject.
Not for him.
I can practice my dodging at a bar fight.
Curiously, out of character, where
Yes.
did you find the other Dream Knights?
All over.
Would
Yeah,
you
here.
would you like
Here we go.
some would you like some icons?
Yeah.
I think we
Senna?
found one here. We
Here.
found one here.
In
Are
the
you-
yeah,
Are you marking stuff? Because I don't. Oh, you drawing arrows?
yeah,
Okay, cool.
Here.
yeah.
We found one.
Here, let me
Bright
give
Bay?
you. I'll give you this too.
Right? I think Bright Bay was one.
Oh, that's kind of big.
I don't think we did find one in Bright Bay. I think we found
Those are kind of big.
No, that's right, because we went to the Justicar prison and we found Dark Dungeon Daddy
Dungeon Daddy.
and Torm. Yeah, Dark Dungeon.
We found one in
And
Paw too. That was the first one we found, right?
Mhm.
yeah,
We found one in Northport.
not in Goliathan, because that's where the dudes are.
We found one in Hollow's Edge, I want to say.
Mhm.
And I think we found one in Hilson.
You did,
Okay.
and that is all
Yeah.
that you have found so far.
So if
So
we know
that's-
that one is in Scorchstone, I mean, this area down here is looking pretty barren.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
But right now we have nothing to go off of. Just a suspicion. But we could definitely
True.
ask.
Ow.
We have been to Goliathan and Longspear, though, haven't we?
Yep.
Yeah, that's Goliathan was where we did Hillball.
Right.
I
But that
liked
was like
Hillball.
season 1 stuff.
Yeah, that's when you were
there was the
investigating,
poisoning
like,
and
murders
everything
and
like
stuff.
that. Yeah, and then we
Yeah.
had Scrawn, and he
Mhm.
like killed
We've never
himself.
been
Poor guy.
here in Situi.
Nope.
That is
Um,
Hazard's hometown.
We haven't been to any of the upper island.
I mean, those are like separate continents entirely, for what
Yeah, we
it's
haven't
worth.
been to the DLC yet.
Yeah.
That's what I called it before we started the stream.
There's like
We
a
have-
cutscene to get over there, and
Yeah, it's a pretty long loading screen.
Gotta pay
How about-
$60 more.
Free up your hard drive space. You've been
How
to
about down on are these splits?
so
We
the
went to
split is
Down On.
the split is just like a transfer station for the
Oh.
for the train. The purple
Down On
line,
was
yeah.
our first game, like ever.
Yes.
I think. Well, not first game ever, but it was after we got Braun, which was like game 2,
Okay.
Yeah.
because he was a jerk. I
Hey,
remember that really
it's
well.
called, it's called Make an Asshole, so then you'll like him more later on.
It worked.
Yeah, let's do that.
Brethren.
Yeah, I think
I'm
Braun's
really
gonna
bad at
catch a
doing
drink
that.
with-
That's why I could never play the flute.
yours is best.
Sorry, what were you saying, Ryan?
I was gonna say, Braun's gonna get a drink with August, but we don't have to play that.
We can
before.
if you'd like. Well, if that's gonna be post dinner, then we can save it.
Yeah.
Was there any other stuff you guys need to mark on this map? I mean, it's yours to mark.
Oh, I've been marking it. Don't worry.
Oh, I know. We got a whole poem up here.
No, that's what that first bit. That's what Braun said about his wife.
Yep.
So I drew like the ring and like what he said because I thought it was sweet. And somebody added Soldier Boy.
No, that's not Soldier Boy. That's like
Well,
it's,
I put-
it's Skater Boy.
He was a Soldier Boy, is what that'd be
Yeah.
said, "See you
hilarious
later,
if, it,
boy."
if it was Soldier Boy. But yeah,
Bronze Soldier Boy's up in this torm.
you know he is
Soldier
a
Boy.
guard.
Oh, Anyway,
Wash me,
Uh,
you.
yeah, let us go to dinner, I suppose.
Okay, we'll go into the dinner thing. So, as everybody is gathering for dinner on the way, Val, you will actually run into your family as they have been invited as well. Now that your
Oh.
mother is the like housekeeper and everything.
Now I'm partially concerned. Hey guys, so we don't talk about any like death-defying stuff, okay? Like, can we like just like at the dinner? Can we not talk about like any
Oh,
of the bad
us.
stuff?
How
Yeah.
we almost died like a bunch of times.
Yeah, we don't talk about that. We don't talk about that. If that's okay. Cool. Thank you.
I'll make a point not to talk about that.
Thank you.
All right, and so everybody arrives for a nice big old dinner at Lancer's house.
Oh my god.
That's very good.
Tell me why Lancer just looks like Dracula without his body.
Yeah.
Anyway, I'm quite happy with how this Photoshop came to be.
Fantastic.
This is actually
Is this the 420 special or the Thanksgiving special?
it's the Norman Rockwell special. And it's actually this actually is like the correct amount of faces too, by the way.
That's
feel
funny.
Really?
I
Yeah.
feel like at the bottom of the picture, like there's one turkey leg left, and like both Braun and Val's dad are like eyeing it like, you better not.
Oh, there's like a glare off going on right there, for sure.
Yeah.
There's some angry dad energy down there. Like,
Like-
I'm gonna use my power tools outside, and you're gonna have to go get some to compete. Yeah.
Make your move, old man.
Yeah.
Who are you calling old man, old man?
They're wearing the high top Nikes and the long socks, and
I asked a competing dad if I could borrow his air compressor, but I knew he didn't have an air compressor.
I took an unflattering photo of myself with sunglasses in my car and posted it on Twitter. What have you got?
Let's you guys will take a quick 5 here and we'll pick up with the actual dinner.
Sure.
Yeah, sure.
Sounds good.
Probably lots for the party to discuss. Okay, we'll take it to
I
break.
hope this
BRB.
is the I hope
Take that strong hand.
Okie dokie, we're back, and it's big dinner celebration at the Lancer household as everybody's seated around. Oh, let me get some music on. Everybody's seated around the table, and Ilcia, Lancer's wife, just, all right, everybody sit down. It's time to eat. I cooked a big burger that everyone's gonna find delicious, or else. We got plenty of sides too.
The sides are the best part. So good.
And she'll bring that over, and Lancer can carve the turkey, assuming with his axe.
Oh, absolutely. But like,
Can you cut through things with that?
he brings it down really, really fast, and then stops and like very delicately starts slicing off pieces. Of
I'm
the
assuming he
turkey.
prestidigitates it first.
That's not sanitary.
Yeah. There's not that much blood on it. It's fine.
You killed Yanti drug dealers with that thing.
Don't talk about that at the table.
What happened to the hand?
What?
Oh my god, what?
Nothing. Oh shit. Nothing.
Yes.
Oh boy, that
During the break
turkey's
stream,
bigger than me.
During the break, we had a long talk about the weird hand there, stream. Oops.
I was gonna try to make it into a weird lich hand, but it looks like a weird lich hand as is, so I
Yeah.
can't improve on it.
That's a Palpatine hand if I've ever seen one.
Yeah.
So there's Ilse, at some point during the meal, as she's carving it, just, now if y'all are going off on another great adventure, you're gonna need a lot of food in your stomach, so consider this a nice celebratory meal for the next leg of your journey.
Thank you so much for cooking. It was very nice of you to offer.
And Val, your mother will actually raise a glass as well, just. And oh wait, gotta find the accent. I did it again. I put them in the same scene. Now I gotta switch accents.
We have to get them to talk to each other.
No. So anyway, just let's see. This is
Would
my
it help-
impression. This is how Val.
Would it help if I talked a little bit like
Yes,
this?
yes, definitely. So your mother raises her glass and just. And also, I wish to raise a toast to my son Ildan, as tomorrow he will be heading off for High Peak to take his new position, temporary position, as an exchange in the guard exchange program down there with their city watch.
Wait, where did she say?
Yeah,
High
exactly.
Peak. On your way
exactly.
down, you will pass by.
I'm
Yeah,
pretty
yeah.
sure
Place.
Lancer and his wife just stop and stare.
Oh, and you will notice Val's staring at them, like kind of very pointedly at Lancer.
Yeah, in fact, if
Excuse
we,
me. What exchange with where?
The Arakakura. Which is something I really wanted to discuss with you later, but of course.
Yeah, let me look at the. If we look at the map here, as you will see,
Because Mama is quite excited.
you won't necessarily pass through High Peak to get there, but your as you'll look at the map here, your brother, nice down here.
I was wondering who did that. The danger zone.
That's funny. Basically, your brother will travel with you tomorrow, Val, and then split off from you here to go this way.
Look at the right
You're basically gonna go to the border town and then split ways. One of you's gonna go one way, one's gonna go the other, on the edge of the, what's that called? What's the line called? DMZ.
Yeah.
Gonna give it to
Oh
you?
god, yeah.
Yeah. Anyway. But that's so yeah. Ildan will nudge you. It's true. I'm gonna go part of the way with you tomorrow. That was a weird halfway
That
between
was
the
a
accents.
mix.
That was
a
halfway between them.
mix.
It's true. I'm going to go. Nope. It's gonna get worse.
Here,
You were almost there.
Hildan, it is. You'll enjoy the train so much. It is so fun.
And then
they
you're gonna go the wrong way. Why would you go to High Peak?
I didn't. It's part of the exchange program. There's gonna be an
Dumb
Arakakra coming
exchange
here.
program.
Well, then
Oh,
you
hell no, there isn't.
have to speak with August or something, right? The leader of the guard? Because, you know, that's where they are sending him.
You know what would happen to an Arakakra if it came into my house as he like stabs into the turkey and eats it?
The actual bird that's been cooked in front
Yes.
of
Is that one of them?
This is a very large bird, ma'am. Where did you find this? I didn't see anything like
Throws
this on
up.
the market.
I got a corpse from a tournament down in Paltooth.
Oh
Hazard,
Just kidding.
Hazard's eyes go wide and he like lunges away from the table and just vomits.
Wouldn't that'd be the ultimate victory? You're eating the bird that you beat in the tournament.
Ron looks at his plate. It's the head of the guy that he fought. He's like, oh no!
It's like that scene in Seinfeld where George's head is on the turkey and just looks up at you. Hey.
It's
Oh,
it's
man.
weird because it's a bird, but it's not just a bird. That's a weird moral. Like, I don't know. I don't like it.
It's
I don't
Animal
like it.
Crossing
But-
world.
Yep.
It is like you can have toad people, but also fish for tadpoles. Anyway, nobody said that the Aerococker was going to come into your house.
Damn right they're not.
Nobody said that was going to happen.
Yeah, they're just gonna be part of the guard here. Well, I'm part of the guard there.
Who made this decision?
I only assume maybe.
It would have been a joint decision between August when he was captain
August.
and then whoever the Aerococker captain is. I guess I'll meet him when I get there.
A bad decision.
I mean, at this point, you'll have to take it up with my new boss, which would be Triss.
Triss.
This is just
Listen,
getting better.
Lancer, I'm sure that whatever.
Braun just hears in his head, literally, 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 literally.
And he's kind of like twitching his eyes. Listen, Lancer, I'm sure it's going to be fine. This is all for diplomatic purposes.
There's nothing diplomatic about the Arakakra. They're spineless winged bastards.
Well, they definitely have spines. I fought one.
If they didn't.
Not when you snap them.
Around.
They don't have a spine then.
Still a spine, just
There are
severely
children
damaged.
present.
But listen, we're gonna part ways. We're not looking to start any international incident. Inner realm, maybe. Planar?
You know we're going into a literal war zone, right?
Yes, but we have no sides. We, the dream catchers.
We are like a third party who is not involved in any way, is how we have to approach that situation.
Besides, we got bigger fish to fry. We got intergalactic robots coming through doors trying to kill us.
Let me put it this way. If you get help from the Centaur against these things, you will have taken a side.
Okay, well, do understand also, though, that if any of the centaurs even, like, move their hoofs in the wrong direction of my brother, I will start a war myself. Maybe. Not like a real war, but I will start a riot. For sure.
Oh, come on. I can take care of myself.
Shush, 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 shush. No.
Meh.
When did he become Luigi?
I can take care of myself. Let me do my thing, sister.
You have to give me a chance, brother.
Keep it. That's the accent. Keep
This is
it.
not how your brother talks.
Off in the corner.
Listen, we're gonna go through. We're not causing any incidents. For the time being, Lancer, you're with us. So, we're trying to not get involved. We have. Even you have to realize the thing we fought, we nearly died to it. This is bigger than, excuse me, land squabbles.
Yeah, we'll tell that to the big bird brain people.
Squabbles.
If I run into the big bird, I'll let him know.
Did someone say Big Bird?
Hold on. I just found the John Mulaney thing. He's like, that's what I thought you'd say, you dumb fucking horse. And I can't. Freaking Lancer being like, we'll see. That's what I thought you'd say, you dumb fucking horse.
Jesus.
I'm the better bard!
I'm leaving. Good day.
All of this talk, at some point, Val, your dad will lean over. Daughter, at some point, I would like to discuss this whole traveling situation with you, please, after this meal. Just father to daughter.
Sure. Of course, sir. Yes. Of course,
Everything
sir.
is fine. I share some of your same concerns about safety.
Oh, yeah.
But let's worry about that later. Let's enjoy a good meal first, yes?
The meal that may or may not be an Arakakra.
It is not an Erekakwa.
How do you know? You don't know.
Portions are bigger.
Listen, I hunted this thing down myself. It ain't no Erekakra, okay?
Insight check.
Lancer just biting into the chicken leg.
With that, yeah, I'm inciting that. I'm inciting that.
And I did very specifically put Val's mom across the table from Hazard.
I don't believe anything
Just
at this table. I'm not eating.
Hazard's just been like constant, like nervous sweat and like awkward eye contact.
Every time there's eye contact, she just gives you a very polite smile.
Just like extended eye contact and realizing she's looking at me and just in like everywhere, just like back to my food and just.
Hold on. I'm getting the Jesse Pinkman gift. You know the one. Did someone beat me to it?
No. What are you typing? What is this?
I did know the one.
Come on, Giffy.
that's just Hazard the entire night. Just chugging that water.
So at some point, Val's mom will lean slightly across the table. Mr. Hazard.
What? Yep.
Do you remember when you and I made those cookies the other night?
Oh, cookies.
Right, well, I have another batch in the oven. Could you just go fetch them for me? I want to finish my meal, but I would like the dessert to be out here for everybody.
You want me to grab your cookies?
In
That
so
is my
many
mother.
words, yes.
Yeah, give me a minute. Yes, I will go. Yeah. And he like awkwardly shuffles away into the other room and then realizes he went into the wrong room and like cuts back through and like leaves out
That's
the
the
correct
bathroom,
entrance.
handsome.
Mama.
Yeah.
Mama.
It's really funny to watch him squirm.
That is true. Proceed.
So you go to do that, and you go and when you open up the oven,
Mm-hmm.
Hazard, you open
There's
it.
an Arakakra body in there.
Not an Arakakra body.
What?
When you open the oven, you don't see racks or cookies inside, like all crammed up, but like still somehow posing like French girl style.
Oh, is this the awful
Oh my God.
thing? Yes.
You just open up the oven, and he's just, hey.
I
what's up?"
immediately and punch him in the face and slam the door shut.
How you? Oh.
And then I lock the oven door and I crank the heat up and leave.
Fireball.
No, I open it back up. What the fuck are you doing in there?
When you open it back up, it's just the normal cookies on the rack.
What was in that turkey? I hope that was a real turkey.
What was in that Arakakra?
Oi, Lancer, or Hazard, while you're in there, grab the milk out of the fridge too to go with the cookies.
Yeah, I'll get your milk. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I'll pull the cookies from the oven, and I'm assuming there's like a towel or a mitt or something.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Was there a note nestled in there, or?
Well, you punched
Did
him
I-
in the face.
Yeah. Yeah.
But she did
that's
ask
on
you to
me.
get some milk too.
That's on Buck. Andrew knows that. Hazard doesn't make that connection. He like kind of absent-mindedly like sets it on the counter and like it's kind of auto pilots over to the fridge and like opens it up.
And then the Styles just steps out of the fridge. Oh, okay. That punch was not very nice, Hazard.
Oh, what What the fuck?
You had letters to send, and I have responses for you.
Oh, cool. Cool. What are you doing in the fridge?
I'm bringing you letters.
What were you doing in the oven?
Attempting to bring you the letters.
That's not where letters live.
I'm putting these 2 responses in your inventory hazard.
Awesome.
Try the mailbox.
And he'll just...
Who sent these?
Anyways, I will leave you to the rest of your meal, but you are welcome for your letter responses. And then he's gonna walk right toward the room you came from. But then as he rounds the corner, you don't hear any, like, reaction from anybody that would have assumedly seen him. Uh-oh. Camera stuff.
There's no
There we
post
go.
on Sundays.
Sorry.
No, it's
Right
okay.
you are, my boy.
So yeah, so he'll round the corner. We're like assuming, you know, the rest of the party would see him, but there is no reaction from anybody as if they didn't see
Uh-oh.
him. So he rounds the corner.
Right, so I just like show up in front of everyone. I'm like, don't go in there. Ugh.
Why would we not go into my own kitchen? That accent did not work that time either.
I'm sorry, Mrs. Shrek. I'm gonna go get the milk. He goes back in there and fetches everything, and kind of just stuffs the letters in his vest or something.
Okay. Yeah, you can read those whenever. Did you want to go over them with the party at any point?
I don't know yet.
Okay.
I will excuse myself to the bathroom and then like sit down and just kind of like open them up and read them real fast.
Okay.
Like after a few minutes, after
That's fine.
everyone's like,
For stream's sake, I'll have you read the contents of these letters, but they're not known to the actual party yet. So, what are we starting with?
oh boy,
I'll show
great.
these. I will show these to everybody, but they're not currently. They're only in Hazard's inventory right now. So the party is not privy to these. But Andrew, if you want to give me your responses here, whichever
So
one
he
you want to
cracks
start with.
cracks open the first one, and like it does that thing where it starts out in Hazard's inner monologue, but shifts into his dad's voice.
Mm-hmm.
Son, I trust all is well down in your grand adventure. The city folks still make a mockery of our lands with their petty squabbles and elections, but I am happy to say the one they are calling Nicholas Offman has won re-election as mayor of C3. The people do seem to like him much more than his opponent, your father. Interesting. And he'll stuff that and pop out the next one. I haven't decided who this person is yet.
It's okay. I
haven't
have.
given them a voice. Ooh.
It's a if you want to know, because this is actually the name would not be recognizable to. Do you want to, because I know the characters? Would you rather I just read this one?
We can.
Shift.
Okay. Yeah. Let's see if
Okay.
we can time it out right. We can like
Okay.
meet, and then I'll.
Okay.
Hazard. I hope the goddess Maliki
Mialiki
has
has
blessed,
blessed
you.
your foraging. Things seem to have calmed down a bit here. Mayor Nicholas Offman was re-elected, defeating that brute Carmine Spitoli. Where did he come from, anyway? He must hail from new money. Disappearing for weeks at a time during his campaign didn't help his cause, nor his childish name-calling of our beloved mayor. Jack Offman, he called him. Why, I never. Anyway, with Offman reinstated, the city seems to be much more in order now. You should also know a new hero has risen to fill your shoes. He calls himself Duke. Forever among her branches, Father Fillmore and Duffy.
Duke? What kind of stupid ass name is Duke? Alright. And he'll stuff that in his vest and go back out to the table and sit down. That was the cookies. The good cookies.
The cookies, the normal cookies, were lovely.
They were lovely. Thank you, Val's mom. Thank you.
Lancer's kids definitely have like way too many cookies that they're just like shoving down.
Oh God, how will we ever get them to sleep?
Okay, imagine sugar rush plus haste. I'm just saying.
No!
Why are you concerned about them sleeping? You're the one who won't be getting much rest.
I will never emotionally recover from this.
Alrighty, is there any more business at this particular meal?
I think during off screen while this is happening, because Braun and Val's dad are sitting off screen, like we never see it. But at the end they're like, so like poker at the end of the month or something like that? Sound good to you?
They just jive really well.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like,
that
they
would be a
start out
good
as, like,
time.
rivals, but at the end they're like super chill, like, you know, Pilsner, good choice. All right, cool.
That would be that would be fun, yes.
Good.
Perhaps I can bring in some of the other custodians from the circle, maybe some other guardsmen. You know that Tris Krieger, very nice guy. He plays a
I'm gonna
mean
stop
hand
you
of
right
cards,
there.
he said.
Stop you right there. He cannot bluff to save his life. Absolutely invite him.
You got it. Added to the list.
Can't tell you how much gold I've made off him. Can you imagine though?
Whoa, where'd
Tris
this
Traeger?
I just
like
I
like,
am
I
literally
just found this like food face down at the bottom of the screen. I didn't see it before. That's great.
he's I don't know what he is, but it felt right.
This little Pac-Man just on the food table. Just, save some leftovers for me.
Name is Captain Yum Yum, and he's our best friend.
It's canon now.
He's a level 20 monk.
Mm-hmm.
Captain Yum
Fuck
Yum.
yeah.
I have an eternal body. All right. Okay. So, what do we have? We have Hazard possibly sharing stuff with the party. We have Val's dad wanting to talk to her. We've got Ron wanting to talk to August. Anything else?
I want to speak to Lancer about him totally not killing my brother or his peoples.
Okay.
Totally not killing
Ron,
my brother.
have you talked about your magic at the table at all? Is that something you've shared with the group? If that's something he would share, I don't know, but
I guess at some point probably. It's still he probably wouldn't talk about it yet until he has
Damn.
something flash to show off.
okay.
Because I was immediately gonna be like, so show us.
Right. It's just like
Fine, but you'll have to
Wait,
throw a knife
right
at
now.
Charlie's
Do it.
face.
It's like I don't know if that's magic.
Okay. Let's
Maybe when he gets Sacred Flame.
let's have the party gathered first, before everybody splits off. In case, like I said, Hazard's got his letters, or if there's anything else Lancer wants to, address. I think he's pretty much got it all out there as far as the deal, but I don't know if there's anything else.
Thank you, Lancer's family, for the dinner and all that.
I'm glad you enjoyed it. I
house.
don't see a single crumb left on the table, so it seems everybody ate their fill.
Yeah.
Wait, everybody's leaving the table. You've only left me and Val's mom.
Good. Bye, Val's mom. It was good. Good to see you again.
Thank you
see
so
Put it
much
out,
for
Hazard.
all of your help.
You're welcome. I need to go do some brave things now. I'm gonna go. And like awkwardly shuffles off, kind of like looks back and like bumps his shoulder into the door frame, and like walks out. Smooth. Nailed it.
Does anybody ever get like secondhand embarrassment a little bit?
All the time.
Good, because I gotta go too.
That's fine. Hey, Ildan, you're the one You're heading off tomorrow, right? Well, why don't you spend your last evening here, do another round of dishes? I'm sure your mother would approve. Yes, help her with the dishes. I can't switch.
It's all right, Tony.
Yes, help her with the dishes.
That's two. Those are just they're so different, or they're not different enough.
I mean,
It's so hard to switch
I get stuck in this voice. I can't.
Yeah.
I don't even want to try switching.
In drama in high school, I did a one man thing where it was like I like faced forward and I was like just my voice as a narrator, and then like there was a character over here. He talked like that, like with like, the Cockney accent, you know, like he had like that sort of thing going on. And then character over here was like Australian, so like the whole time I was like switching between all of them, you know. It was a thing. Anyways, so yes, at some point y'all will gather up to discuss your, I don't know, whatever, before you head out in the morning.
Oh, we're gathered together?
Yeah, before the party splits off for their separate things, we can have you all together.
Yeah, hey, just so you know, my mother is married, okay? And also his wife is married, okay?
Hazard's like looking around the group, like confused as to who she's talking to.
They are married ladies. They both have children,
Yeah.
okay? And they
Okay.
and you need to leave them be. All right?
Listen,
No more like,
Allison.
"Oh, I'm going to go get your cookies." Like, mister.
Not me.
But wait, I want
Wait.
cookies.
Andrew, your headset's like only half down, by the way.
Wait. No. What are you both scamming on my mama?
I got excited. Sorry. Wait.
Hazard seems very excited.
What? No. And he's like drenched with sweat. Like at this point, he's like started like mopping away at his face. While
She's
you all are
very
talking.
happily married. Very happily.
Well, that's probably why she makes such good cookies.
They were
Because she
very-
makes them with love. Yes.
Which came first, the cookies or the marriage?
There was love in those cookies.
Somebody take the wheel. Somebody take the wheel.
As long as we're talking the obvious
Cast
here.
5th level Shadow Blade.
Oh no!
As long as we're speaking the obvious, I think it might be time to call it an evening. It's been an eventful one.
Well, Val, looks like a good time to start practicing with that knife more. I leave you two to it.
Oh, I'm going to practice with it a whole lot more.
I'm concerned.
You should be.
Oh no.
Good night.
Good. I don't sleep. I just wait. Remember that?
Stab.
Mr. Lancer, though, if you have a moment before turning in.
Yes?
I was serious about my brother being there. If something were to happen to him, I know it's not you that's solely responsible. But if something were to happen to him.
You do realize he might be walking into a war. I mean, as long as he's not on the front lines, he's probably going to be fine.
Are you sure?
I mean, I don't know.
Some bard you are. I'm gonna-
Like a legitimately confused face.
the only
What?
even bit of like fuck this guy. Like the animosity is probably just solely one-sided.
It is. He's like,
She's
What?
a fine young lady. I don't see anything wrong with her. Fuck you.
It's like it's like a really tame version of like that. You took everything from me. I don't even know who you are.
That's exactly what's going on.
yep.
Just know, like I'm super powerful, and if you hurt my brother, I'll like start a war and something.
I couldn't hear you. You were mumbling.
Nothing, okay? God, fuck away.
Okay, have a good night.
Yeah, you too. Gosh.
Okay, let's do Braun chatting it up with August. How about that?
I imagine it's just
Oh.
like at
Not Juno, unless you would want Juno to be there too.
no.
Also,
Okay.
take Trent. Bring Trent with you. Let's just have this nice.
Bring
gathering of
Chris
people.
along.
Or yeah, Tristan. Sorry.
Triss Traeger. No, please.
Names are
Find
weird
some-
for me today.
It's okay. There's a lot of them. There's a lot of them in this game. It's okay. So yeah, at some point, August will totally meet you for a drink.
I'll tell you, we're Misan sending. Or not Misan sending. We're in Media Sen.
Oh yeah, the in media res.
Yeah. Is that right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
in media res.
Thank you.
Mise en scene's the other one.
Right. Not that one. The other one.
Yep.
I tell you, August, these knights, they've nearly kicked our teeth in like a handful of times. It was bad. I don't know what we're gonna do if more than one get through at a time.
Understandable, sure. This is something I should bring forward to the circle. But of course, discretion's also important. We don't want the world at large freaking out about some potential invasion which may or may not happen. I'm inclined to believe it could, but you know, you don't want to panic the people.
Sure, but if it's worth the panic, though, what if we can't stop them?
You raise a good point.
I'm just
And
saying.
there
if
are
you could
plenty
just-
of armed forces across this continent. We just a matter of assembling them. You did
If
say
we could,
I'm sorry. You
I
speak.
was gonna say, if you could get them a chance to fight something that isn't each other, it might be good for the land.
Perhaps. The whole common enemy thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. As I said, it's a matter I'll bring forward with the circle. I do take it very seriously. I believe in your cause and I believe your words. It's just a matter of convincing the others.
Well, your brother sends his regards, by the way. He's done a fine job.
Ah, yes. You're referring to March, not June.
Correct.
I don't believe you've met June yet, haven't you?
I would definitely remember if I had.
Oh, trust me. You would. He's, the youngest and the, certainly the rebel of the group, I'd say. I
Right.
imagine that's where Anna gets most of her rambunctious inspiration.
Listen, August, I have a question to ask you.
All right.
It's, feel like you don't have to answer this. This is just, you know, a long time ago, I was married, correct?
Yes. I don't know
Um,
many details, but yes.
You've been working here in Ogden for some time now. I think you might have seen her at least once or twice in your trips to Northport. Her name's Delilah.
Mhm.
Have you, I don't know, seen or heard her come through here? It's been, gosh, something close to 10 or 15 years since I've seen her, but I don't know, I guess traveling the world, I thought I might have. You know, what with gods and fate and faith, people just seem to show up when they do. I worry if she's safe.
Well, if you're both world travelers and you have, you know, two paths weaving all over the continent, I don't know if it's more likely that you would or would not encounter each other. However, if there is a fate to speak of, as you say, and based on your convictions, it seems you certainly believe in one. If you're meant to run into her, if she is to be a part of this quest of yours, then I believe she will be.
I don't know if I necessarily believe in fate, but it, for whatever reason, seems to believe in me.
I see. What about chance? Do you believe in chance?
There's definitely a chance.
He'll pull out a deck of cards and start shuffling it. Well, let's say we make this evening a little lighter, huh?
All right. And Braun's gonna reach back and pull out like a big sack of coins.
Oh, and just so we both walk away, you know, with more than we came with. Tris, do you want to get in on this game? And we'll.
I'm assuming he like reaches around the corner.
Yep. I would literally love to play cards with you right now.
I've been sitting at here for 15 minutes.
Is gambling a thing I am allowed to do or not allowed to do?
I think that in the right circumstances, you totally could.
Here you go. This is to scale. August Red is 400 feet tall.
Go, my son.
Yeah. Yeah, Tris will also pop in. All right, I guess we'll leave Braun at that.
Yeah, that works for me.
Okay, we've got Val talking to her dad. Was there anything else I'm missing? If not, this will probably be the last thing for the evening.
Charlie's just playing.
Okay. So at some point, Val, in your home, before you go to bed, or like as you're like, I don't know, reading or something, your dad will knock on your door.
Come here.
Yes. Hello, daughter.
Hello.
I hope I'm not interrupting anything.
No, not at all.
All right.
It's nice to be home.
Of course. And, you know, if things keep looking up for us the way they are now, there may be a better home for us in the future. I've got the custodial job. Your mother has this housekeeping and babysitting job with the Lancer children. Your brother is clearly doing well in his guardship duties. Otherwise, he would not have been chosen for this exchange. So, things seem to be looking up for the Shade Mercs.
I'm also trying to... It's hard to save money, really. Doing everything.
It's all right. We have our own incomes now. And they're all legitimate.
They are.
They are.
That's
And
pretty nice, actually.
it is. But, you know, you're my daughter, and I get the sense that when things seem to be going too well, that is when you tend to think something is a little suspicious, right? Things shouldn't be going this well, and all that.
What is your insight check, mister? Goodness gracious.
My insight check is I am your father.
Well, you're natural 20 on that,
Yep.
sir.
Anyways, I understand your caution in that regard, and I would just say, you know, be careful. It's easy to lose your vigilance when you're comfortable.
Well, I can say the same to you, though. I sort of feel like I'm just waiting for the other shoe to drop.
Well,
All of these good has to come with some bad, you know?
and
It always does.
that's why I want to caution you. How much have I told you about why we are in the situation we're in?
Not a lot, I think just basics. You know, everybody talks around here anyway. I think most of what I have is rumor, so...
Right. Well, let me tell you it from my perspective then. Just as a cautionary tale to you.
Okay.
You know, I used to run less legitimate jobs.
Mm-hmm.
And my partner at the time was also very skilled in doing these. And, well, it was my own partner who quite literally stabbed me in the back. And it's very difficult to continue to do such work when you only have one not collapsed lung, as you are aware.
Yeah?
Anyway, I never did see Nagaro again after that night. But I tell you this for a very important reason. Stay vigilant, especially to those who are closest to you, because they have the easiest opportunity to trip you up.
Right.
And one other thing. I am very proud of you and everything you have done, and I know you will continue to do more.
Thank you.
All
Can
right.
I tell you a little something though? Because I'm a little excited about it.
I can tell you want to just based on your tone.
I pull out the dagger and I tell him all about the heist.
Okay. Okay. Do you tell him about the actual like god visions too?
No.
Okay, just about the heist.
Just be like, look at, I totally broke into their house, and I like me and my friend Vander, you know him. Oh my gosh, he came over a couple of times, but look what we got, and we stole it from him. Like, just totally excited about it.
You know, on paper that all sounds like a crime, but personally, that sounds like getting one over on a family that used to really screw us over. So, I have no qualms.
I knew you would.
Right.
Anyway, I just thought it was pretty cool.
Yes. Well, you get some sleep. You've got a long train ride in the morning, as does your brother.
I think he will really like the ride.
I think so too. All right. Well,
Before he dies.
you have your father's strength and intuition, and you have your mother's wisdom and caring spirit. You will do great out there.
I hope so.
Yes. All right. Good night, daughter.
Good night.
He will walk out and close the door. Does Val suddenly scramble in her memory for the name he dropped too?
Yes, I started scouring my notes. I didn't find shit because I'm the worst note taker ever.
You're literally the only note taker.
You should take a look at the Probus Nix letter then.
Oh! That's right. That's where it's from. Because I was like, I literally just saw this.
Literally?
I literally just saw this. Alright, Oregano, I totally saw your damn name in here.
Oregano.
Thank you, staff. I can already feel my own abilities amplified by its power. You've outdone yourself with this one, my hero. Hey! Okay. Yeah. Who has that letter?
I don't know who has it, but it's in everyone's inventory. Like,
Okay.
the party has it, so.
It's gonna have to hunt him down. It'll be fun.
Okie dokie. We're gonna move it to the next morning. Everybody's up. It's time to go to the train. It's time to start going down to Centaur lands.
Damn it. I started thinking of that, like, been through the desert on a horse with no name. I don't know why.
No! Dude,
I
that
don't
song
know
blows.
why. It does.
My personal opinion.
So you go down to the station, and Lancer's family sees him off.
So, Seatui is northeast from here, and we're taking the train
It's like straight
far
east.
southwest.
Yeah, it's like straight east here. We can go to the big map for a second. Boom, big map.
Okay, so I'll say from the letters I've received back, it doesn't seem like anything's heavy. What kind of dirt do I have on Offerman? Or on Offman?
He seems
Jack Offman.
he seems to be a leader everybody likes.
But like, yeah, he's got public support, but
Mhm.
is he shady? Is he shitty? Like,
His opponent definitely was, but he seems to be like generally just an okay dude, pretty on the up and up. People liked by the people. You know, he's within the bounds of.
so I didn't have any dirt. I didn't have any dirt on him or
No.
anything like.
No.
Okay, so we're pretty good there. So the only weird thing is checking out this Duke dude.
Maybe, or the other name that was mentioned.
Duffy.
Carmine Spitoli.
Mm-hmm.
Also, I think that's Spitter.
Oh,
Was that the sound Hazard made when he read the letter?
it clicks. Yeah, like, I do think like I'd be while we're waiting for the train and stuff. I'd be like looking over this note and it's like Spitoli, and like I could imagine Val being like, Spitter? That sounds like the Spitter.
Like Spitter the Quitter, you know?
Oh.
Like, maybe not also. Maybe it's just a terrible coincidence. But, look into that, man.
Well, I mean, that's straight east of us, and we're about to hit a train far, far southwest.
Well, you know, all you have to do is say, let me send a letter.
Don't even say that word.
If you say it, he will come.
Dude, that creep popped up in the oven when I went to get the cookies.
That can't be right.
No, it wasn't right. And then I slammed the door in his face. And then he was in the fridge when I went to get the milk. I didn't even know this world had fridges.
What,
And he
like,
was in one.
did he, like, shrink to be in there, or was he just, like,
No.
full body in there?
He was just there. It was.
Honey, are you sure you weren't just seeing things? Like weird, maybe maybe Aarakocra food coma?
Are you accusing me of doing drugs? This guy?
Are you?
No!
Oh, okay.
I don't even drink coffee after noon.
That's really good, actually.
So that's the question. Do we head out east or... Well, I guess I can let it wait.
And the train pulls up. So it's time for the party to depart. Lancer's wife gives him a big old smooch. The kids give him hugs. All right, you get out there and you do what centaurs do, and you do what army men do, yeah?
Damn right.
Then Val, your family will, you know, your mom and dad will give Ildan a big hug because they're going to send him off. And then the train pulls up. And as passengers disembark before you get on, somebody that you messaged steps off the train.
Oh
Ah!
my god, I remember this guy.
Yep.
Yes!
So he steps off.
I think I point blank asked him if he was gonna, like, murder us when he first rolled out.
Maybe. So he steps off the train and just... Oh. Miss Shademark, thank you very much for the sending.
Hey, buddy!
I suppose this will just simply be the next step of my penance. My friends convinced me that I didn't need to spend my entire time doing stonework. There could be other forms of penance, and I'm glad that they did that.
I think you deserved it, for sure. I think, you know, your demeanor seems a little better, for sure.
Thank you. Let me introduce them, by the way. These are my friends, big and tall.
Where the fuck do you find this shit?
Are those Pokemon?
Those
That's
are
suck and
Pokemon.
throw.
They're Goliath monks, guys.
Or as I like to call them, Bert and Ernie.
Yep. And they just both stop off. They step off the train from behind him and just give.
One of them just says big, and the other one says tall.
Yep. And they give the monk bow.
Hello, gentlemen.
They nod. They don't really talk much.
Oh, that's
They're
okay.
real selective with the words.
I'm sure with the people you will be around, there will be enough talking for everybody.
Probably. And I guess a place like this tavern I've heard of could use some bouncers, so I guess that's what we'll go do.
Be
Anyway.
safe, okay?
Thanks, and wherever you're all headed, same to you.
We're gonna die. And I, like, walk to the train.
Yeah, everybody boards the train, and you start heading off for Centaurville. And that is where we will end it.
I was gonna say, we didn't say it, but in my head I thought of it. There's a moment where Lancer is like saying goodbye to his family and like hugs and kisses and pats, and then there's a moment where Val is saying goodbye to her family and meeting new people, and Braun's kind of looking on wistfully like, man, that'd be nice. And then he looks down far end of the train tracks and you see Triss kind of like looking around, and then he spots him, and he's like, he starts like walking over to him, and Braun's like, get in the train, get in the train.
Mr. Hamstrung, Mr. Hamstrung. He's like smacking on the window as the train pulls away. Mr. Hamstrung.
And Hazard is like getting the courage to say goodbye to Val's mom. He's like checking his breath. He's like swooping his hair to the side, adjusting his eyebrows. And like the second he like steps forward, Braun grabs him by the shoulders. Get in the train.
Yeah.
I have this weird, strange protection of my make-believe mom, and now I kind of feel like I know how you felt when Kadash kept hitting on Finn's mom.
Except the difference here is like Kadash is like a charismatic like
Like he could probably
Person.
work.
I think your mom was I think your mom was single when Kadash met her too.
Yes,
Yeah,
and she had
unless she was just seeing that dude and hadn't made it official yet,
Oh,
or they
yeah,
were
yeah.
keeping on the DL.
That-
I don't know.
That was after the time skip, though.
But like Hazard
They met
is
her
the
mom bef-
most
they met his mom before that.
uncomfortably
We met
socially
pre-time skip.
awkward dude. Like
every time it happens, though, I'm like, that's my mom.
the
That's
only
my mom,
way
not my mama.
the only way Hazard is ever going to score with your mom is if she initiates it, which is not going to happen. And Hazard,
It's not.
it
Don't
might
worry.
not even happen then, because Hazard would get nervous, pratfall, like tumble down the stairs and wind up with a bucket on his head and on his feet, and like, oops, I accidentally the whole thing.
I put the ramen in the toast and I broke everything.
Oh no!
All right. Well, that's a fun place to end it. So we'll pick up next time when you guys are en route to the Centaur place. Thanks for tuning in, y'all. We'll be back next week. It's D&D. It's delightful. Bye-bye.
It's Demonday.
Dungeons and Dragons and